What's up, boys? What's good with y'all? What were we just talking about?
Not a paid advertisement, by the way.
Not at all.
Yeah, the World of Beer sponsor.
Oh, no, not at all.
Nah.
No,
So, you know,
it's good stuff.
It's a good burger.
Okay.
So, yeah, so y'all
Just
remember
making
Christopher.
cheese
Christopher's back. We got my boy Kyle, my boy Alex right here.
First pod ever.
Yeah, so what do you think so far, man?
It's fancy. You got
I'm
a good little
excited.
setup going on
Yeah,
here.
This is nice.
But
I feel like I'm about to get my makeup done though.
Oh, no, not yet. Not
With all
yet.
these little ring lights going on.
Not yet, man. No. Makeup's going to happen once I get like 10K subscribers. Then I'll start doing makeup on my people who come podcast with me. How about
It
that?
is Pride Month
I was
though.
like, that
You're
reminds
missing
me
out
of-
on a. You can get a bunch of sponsors real quick. Clickbait.
See, here's the thing, right? As an African American, and my nothing to say about Pride, but I'm just still salty about like y'all got a longer month than Black History Month. All right, that's all I'm gonna say.
Look, we gave you a month. Be happy.
Yeah.
Bro, no, it's the shortest month of the year.
And we're talking
It's not even 30 days on the good year.
We're talking like 3.
It's 29 on a leap year.
6% of the population too.
We gave you the leap year too, though. Okay.
The leap year. Some people don't even have birthdays at three times out of 4 years.
I'm just saying the fact that
I
you
like
said like getting your nails done or makeup done over anything else makes me know you have a girlfriend, and I'm happy about that.
Yeah.
For the
I get laid.
lights,
No.
I mean, getting your nails done. I mean, like getting like.
I never got my nails done. I've got my toes done though. That's just
like what's that
mad
pedicure? Is
guy-
that
yeah,
pedicure or
pedicure.
okay?
I'm the
are mad
opposite. I'd rather
comfy.
get a manicure than a pedicure.
Nah.
I hate people touching my feet.
Mani pedis, a little mani pedi action.
All right, when you get like a massage, you get your feet massaged too?
Look, yes,
And
but
it
it's
feels so good.
No,
Yeah.
it's
Yes,
my
no.
least. I'm so uncomfortable. I squirm. Dude.
Really?
No,
Why?
No.
I can't take.
There's something about the
So, like,
hot
my
water.
feet are ticklish, like
That-
100%.
okay.
I'm not very ticklish anywhere else, but the bottom of my feet kill me.
Mine are fucking
And so,
ribs.
like, yeah, if you're just massaging the bottom of my feet, 90% of that is just gonna be tickling me. And so, for me to be trying to sit still, like, this is no longer relaxing. This is like.
I can't imagine you getting a tattoo then.
I just imagine the Pulp
For the
Fiction thing.
some parts, I could imagine. I don't know. That's fine.
Not the
Might
bottom
be-
of your foot. I'll tell you that much.
Oh yeah, no. What the fuck?
I always think of Pulp Fiction when I think of that, and it's like it's very intimate.
The foot rub
activity.
thing?
The foot rub thing, yeah. That
And
was
see
the
here,
scene,
and
man,
see here's the
foot rub
thing is that like when I heard that,
Yeah.
and I've had foot surgeries, right?
Same.
And so like,
Oh, so I know you love getting your feet rubbed. Then.
like getting my feet rubbed is amazing. Like,
Yeah, but I feel like it's a very sensual activity.
I mean,
It's
like,
it's
no,
just
it
like-
depends on what you think.
you
Okay,
know?
look, if I'm in here in a room with a masseuse who happens to be a guy, I'm not gonna think of it like that.
Yes, that's
I'm
just true. I've
remembering
never
like,
been-
oh, this just feels good on my
No, no,
goddamn
but-
feet.
I guess I've just never been to a masseuse and just. a
So
general
after
sense.
like
What,
after your
you've never had a
surgery,
massage?
like and,
Never
you know
had a
you had like
massage.
PT and everything, and
Mhm.
you got like your foot massaged afterwards. How good did that feel?
Like it's a 10.
Yeah,
It's a honest 10,
because,
yeah.
Like my girlfriend, she broke her wrist and like snapped it in half.
Damn.
So she got it set back, everything put in. She has a big scar, and I can massage her whole body. She's like, yeah, it feels good. As soon as I start massaging her wrist, it's like, she's like, that's the best feeling in the world.
Heaven on earth, right?
Yeah, no, and there's something about like that fucked up tissue that when you're rubbing on it,
Mhm.
I think it's satisfying.
I
as
do.
well.
I can't
Wounds,
touch,
man.
But I can't touch my fucking finger. I had surgery on that shit. I did touch it. I swear.
really?
Look,
Dude, I think
bent
I-
as shit.
I think a head
it was
massage feels
very
the
bent.
best.
Go ahead, show the.
I mean,
I
I'm
mean,
looking at it right now. That's
It's
just
not too
gross.
bad. Looks fine to me.
No, you have nice normal fingers.
Yeah, a little sausagey towards the bottom.
Saying.
but-
Yeah, man.
Little,
Yeah.
little chubbers, little chubby fingers.
Yeah, a little chubby finger.
they get the
Yeah.
job.
But yeah, no, I
I got
like as someone who had
your bony ass.
who has gotten a foot massage by a male masseuse, as long as I mean, like it just depends on how you think about it, honestly. Like,
See, I've never
I've had-
gotten a male masseuse.
Really?
Yeah,
I've had
only
plenty
done-
of both.
see,
I
it
don't
depends, cause like some male masseuses know what the fuck they're doing, bro. Like,
I mean, I don't doubt
Just never
that.
had
I
a
will say,
professional massage,
I
so
think
I can't
I
really
think
comment.
a
I
male
feel like.
masseuse will naturally massage like deeper and hard, like a more firm massage than most girls.
if I'm used to getting like sports therapy massages, so like deep tissue, like
Gotten a
Oh yeah,
few
that's
deep
gonna be
tissue.
like
Bro, what? I went to
like a
physical therapy.
I got way
chiropractor
too
massage.
many-
also.
that wasn't part of physical therapy. That was
Oh,
just
okay,
my
okay.
own time, like
Oh,
you know.
No, yeah, I was spoiled as fuck. I've had way too many massages for sure.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
I will say
I've only had like 4
a
or 5
massage,
in my life.
deep tissue massage, and then a chiropractor right after. is kind of legendary. You walk out like
He's right.
straight on
Pumped
the
like
cloud.
Wow.
Yeah, no, every muscle in your body is like, and then your whole spine is like,
No, like
This makes a
you
lot
walk
of
out
sense.
there like, man, I feel fucking amazing.
I've been to the
A chick,
chiropractor
like,
one
was-
time.
Massaging my back one time, she was like, "So much tension, god damn!" I was like, "This makes sense."
Same?
I was like,
same. I've had that too before.
I guess it's years of build up, you know.
Well, yeah.
I gotta go to a fucking masseuse.
Yeah, no, I've had the same thing
You'd lo-
before.
Dude, they're not that expensive. You'd love it, Chris. You need to
would.
go.
I think I would.
It's-
Topher, I got you. Next time you're in Houston, let me know.
Okay.
It's $20. We tip like,
$20
$20?
bucks
Yeah, for an hour.
for an
Wait,
hour.
wait, where you go? Where you going?
We're
What is
making a
this?
trip
Chinatown.
to
Chinatown.
Houston.
Oh,
Bel
okay,
Air,
makes more
Bel
sense.
Air.
Dun, dun,
There's a
dun,
few
dun.
places, but there's one I would recommend. But yeah, it's $20 for an hour massage.
That
and
makes
then-
more sense. It's a
And they
Chinatown.
focus on your feet. It's mostly a foot massage. It's called foot reflexology. But I don't know. I haven't looked too much into it. But I've been to a
I
million
have.
times.
Because I have like horrible ass feet. So I have like foot reflexology, especially like on the bottom of your feet. Because most people get like plantar fasciitis, and you have
I
any.
used to have
but
that.
yeah, I have.
Oh,
that.
I can tell you how to fix that.
Roll on a tennis
Well,
ball.
sorry, I did. My bad. It's like
Yeah, I know. I used to
mostly
struggle
as a
with that
kid
during
for
basketball.
football.
Yeah, sports growing up.
Yeah.
Same. See, I would say we had like a scraping thing that we did on the bottom of my foot to break
Okay.
up the fascia buildup.
Yeah,
You have to
okay.
do that.
No, but I've.
It
It's
was
the same with like scar tissue and shit.
yeah, essentially.
Yeah.
You know, it's just kind of like I would say it hurts like a motherfucker. Like it absolutely.
Scraping just doesn't invoke a pleasant image at
No,
all. So
no, it hurts.
I don't
Mm.
think in
It
any
hurts.
context it's. A
But
good
it
thing.
hurts while you're doing it, but afterwards it feels amazing. You feel way better.
I know this guy from high school. He fights like MMA, and he like scrapes his shin to like break it and make it
Oh, yeah.
harder.
Yeah.
That
It's not.
So
it's
fucking
different
ass.
than that. It's not.
I
You're not
think it's
breaking it, but you're like you're making
Microfractures.
sure that
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
like
it's microfractures. Which
No, no, yeah. I mean, well, that's lifting weights too. Is micro tears in your muscle, and then it grows
Yes.
back stronger.
Mm.
tears in your
More
muscle.
gross
It
back.
doesn't
But yeah,
hurt
same
as much
thing.
as
I mean,
like a
I think it's
fucking
like
scraping
judo
your
or
bones.
I think it's Muay Thai actually.
yeah, they just
that
kick
you literally
fucking
sit there.
trees.
Yeah, you kick like wooden
Ah.
fucking stumps. You just bam, 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 and just like God, no, that.
No, the
Yes,
scraping's more just like
excruciating.
making sure that that dead tissue's not getting stuck to ligaments or the bone, and it's making sure it's viable
Yeah.
for the future.
breaking up.
Yeah, to make sure like everything's loose, can actually move and stuff. Sounds painful. It is kind of painful, I will say. But have you ever gotten suction cup?
No, I've never.
Whole
been,
back
no,
turned
no.
fucking purple. Yeah,
really?
it was so bad. Hella purple dots.
So what do you get that for, essentially?
So the same kind of thing with like the scraping, in that like it sucks all the blood up into the like top, and I think doing so breaks down stuff and loosens the muscle around
Or-
the
well,
area.
if you're
that
in
I
and
think
aren't
maybe
you
it
bringing out, like,
increases
all
a
the-
shit ton of blood flow to that specific area.
That's what I
and
was
so that helps.
heard.
Yeah, the chiropractor I go to now, they, as part of their like routine thing they do, is suction. They do a massage gun. They do I think it's called like the STEM EM.
The like a TENS unit kind of thing.
Yeah, it's pads they put on you that like.
And it just like
Kinda
shocks your
shocks
muscles.
the-
Yeah,
area,
that's the 10,
yeah.
Those are amazing.
Those are good. Those.
I like those.
What's
I don't know.
acupuncture
They
do?
feel good. Acupuncture is like
Yeah.
stress relief and like.
It's stress relief and like nerve relief
yeah,
too.
yeah.
I've had-
But that's
I've had
where
that
they
done
stick
before.
you with all the needles.
Yes.
Yes.
Have you ever done acupuncture before?
No.
Yes, and then it got my
Oh.
back pain got way worse, and they kicked me out. Well, so it was a form of acupuncture, but they sent like electro signals through the acupuncture, so it was like both a TENS unit and an acupuncture unit, and it like made my back a little worse, and then they kicked me out of physical therapy. So
I can't really find too much
not
about the
best,
cupping,
Not the best.
but it's just saying like to help with pain, inflammation,
Physical.
blood flow, and like.
I had acupuncture
relaxation.
one time, and
Oh yeah,
it
I was gonna say that. Like the
Okay,
acupuncture
so-
on the bottom of the feet.
So-
Have you seen like your feet have like
Ooh.
very specific different pressure points?
Yes.
Where like one like can help you with sleep instantly, or like if you have neck pain, they're like, oh yeah, touch the bottom of his pinky toe, and it like instantly.
Yeah, that's
fixes
where your
next.
no, I've got back pain like a motherfucker, and your sciatic nerve runs all the way to pinky toe, and so my pinky toe was the first to stop like moving when my back pain got really worse.
Really?
And then when I started to stretch more and like be more active, like the pinky toe is like big. It really affects like the whole nerve
he's
all the
not
way up the
capping.
back.
If you have pain on the outside of your feet, it's probably because something is tweaked in your low back.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it may not be
I didn't
know
serious.
that.
Like you could just have some vertebrae out of place, and so that's like pulling on the nerve, and so low back pain.
Well, how
and
bad?
Same with your
how
pinky,
Bad, how
it-
bad are your feet for playing basketball for so long with like the flat feet? Or like your pinky toe? Is your pinky toe fucked up from like cutting and shit a bunch?
Like my toenails are fucked on my big toe and my index toe.
Really?
I guess. Yeah, those 4 nails.
My
Yeah, those
pinky
are
toe's
fucked,
still like
but,
curved in and shit.
mean,
I used to have
mine
a
are curved
bunch
down.
of feet.
But no, my
pain.
feet are fine for the most part. I mean, I have shitty ass ankles that I rolled all the time, but but other than
Same.
ankles,
Yeah, bear with me real quick, guys. I'm
Also,
about
your
to.
pinky,
You're
like
fine.
in general, like affects all the way up to your neck right here. So,
Really?
Like, yeah, because I got some slip
Yeah.
disc in my neck as well. Pinky kind of like affects
Fucks
it.
up?
Stretching, yeah, stretching like that. Kind of
Yeah.
your pinky will really
No,
feel it. So
the
like
first
same
the
thing,
first
like
deep tissue.
stretching right here, your toe really feels it.
No, 100%. The first deep tissue massage I had, she was hitting somewhere underneath my shoulder blade, and I could feel. So it was like my left shoulder blade, and kind of that area of your back muscle, and the right side of like right above my tailbone, that low back muscle on the right side
It's
was
just
fucking spasming. I couldn't keep my leg from moving. It was like pulling around so hard. And the masseuse started laughing. She's like, I don't think I've ever seen someone have, because like that muscle is like connected. And she's like, I don't think I've ever seen someone like where I can visibly see the muscle moving like yours is right now. This is crazy.
In case we need to go to Google, I went ahead and put up the sheet on there in Google. So that's what I was doing real quick. So let's see. What were we talking about just now? Acupuncture on the bottom of the
Murder
feet.
on the Orient
That
Express.
yeah, acupuncture on the bottom of the foot.
Okay. hold up.
God, oh wait,
What?
like foot
See.
reflexology?
Yeah.
Or
No,
just
yeah.
like you know, like
acupuncture
little like
specifically?
different points will like
Well-
affect everything.
Yes.
Yeah, foot reflexology is like there's different zones
like a
of
map,
your foot
There
that
we go.
That are like a puzzle piece.
yeah,
Every little
I guess
thing is different.
acupuncture.
Yeah,
kinda
so
the
yeah,
same-
here we go. So
same stuff.
I pulled up Google right here.
I'm gonna be drunk.
Yeah, so essentially, like, it says your, like, the bottom of your feet here. You'll be able to see it on the live feed right there, but, man, I really do need a Jamie, don't I?
bad.
Hold up.
Pull it up.
So yeah, it's like the number one. So your bottom of your big toe controls your brain.
Can I hit that, Chris?
Let's see, your other.
Oh, I have it.
Let's see, it's like your other toes, the bottom of your other toes control your pituitary gland. The little fold between your big toe and your foot is your sinus. Yeah, so right underneath here.
Oh, I see. Shit.
Yeah, so then like right underneath.
Sinus?
Yeah, right underneath your like where your big toe meets your foot, that joint right there is your sinus. Oh, that's your neck actually, right where your big toe meets your sinuses. Right underneath where your little toes meet your feet, that is controls mostly, what's that say? The shoulder. And then let's see, number 5 is the lungs. And that's like the side of your foot. And then like right underneath, like where the like right here controls your heart, like right underneath your where your arch starts.
You can call
And
that a
your-
maybe.
Let me break your heart real quick.
No breaking hearts right here. Only in the streets, guys. Only in the streets, not on the podcast. All right.
How scientifically proven is this stuff? Because it seems.
It's kind of voodoo magic, but
Yeah,
like
I
we
was
go with
like-
it.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
yeah.
a good way to put it.
I would say it's voodoo magic necessarily. I mean, it is a little bit of woo.
Oh, we were talking about this on the way here. What's a bop? Like,
A-
what do you consider a bop?
A
What
bop.
a transition. Holy
Yeah, I was gonna-
shit.
I was gonna talk about voodoo stuff.
No,
I'm-
but-
yeah, no,
like-
I'm ready
like-
for it. I'm cool.
Like musically.
Like,
you
what's
know,
a
like
bop?
the-
Oh,
you know,
okay.
like the song Bops. Or like, this is Bop.
Yeah, Caleb was gonna ask you to.
I would
pick
say
a
it's
post.
anything that's like anything that everybody's jamming to.
See, and that's why I wouldn't say Travis Scott's whole albums would be bops.
Okay, we came to the conclusion that bops were everyone's listening to it, and it's not like super lyrical, but it's just really catchy.
For the most part, everybody enjoys it. Everybody enjoys it.
Yeah, everyone
you know what I'm
enjoys
saying?
it, right?
Like, think the song Temperature by Sean Paul.
That's a
Who-
good example.
You know what I'm saying?
Well,
A Flow Rider
I feel like
song.
A Flow
You know,
Rider,
yeah,
all
exactly.
Flow Rider bop. Yeah,
Feels
And
like
all
Summer
his
by
top
Childish
hits are just
Gambino.
bops, yeah.
Ain't like really.
Alright,
it's
so
just a
who-
bop.
Without 2005,
Yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Who has the
Feels
most
like
bops
it
of all
says
time?
The same thing, but it's
Yeah.
great.
Michael Jackson.
Yeah, yeah.
Ah, that's
No, but
fair.
see his.
No, no,
Michael, hey, my,
Okay,
but
okay.
it's lyrical.
I thought we were talking rap, but
not
you know,
even, bro.
I thought, we
Like,
were gonna
But
talk, I
like-
thought we were talking rap when we were talking about it, but yeah, no, Michael Jackson would definitely qualify as.
oh, we're talking like all artists. Yeah, Michael Jackson.
Really?
Number, like, of all-
Really?
like,
I
Okay,
can't-
okay.
I
Specifically,
can't
what is Billie Jean,
specifically
you know?
maybe a
Like,
rap
yeah.
bop.
Hey, bro, like Pretty Young Thing, like Beat
okay,
It, like
more modern,
Thriller,
and
like
more
Yeah.
specifically.
Beat It does
rap
not really
music.
like lyrical, but it's fucking fire.
everybody
It's, man,
jumps to that,
owns it.
bro.
Yeah.
Like, name another song that both white people and black, or another artist that both white people and black people and Asian people and Hispanic people all jam to.
I have a stand-up joke
Stevie
about
Wonder?
that. No one
No.
fucks with Stevie Wonder
What?
like.
Whoa!
Yo,
Whoa,
Not
whoa, whoa,
everybody.
whoa.
I've never,
Oh,
I've
yeah.
never been like, oh, pull up that Stevie Wonder shit.
I mean, like, well,
Damn. Okay. Shit, bro.
I mean, like-
I hate Stevie Wonder.
That's. I
He
mean,
can. He's
apparently.
not blind.
whoa!
To be that good. You know,
Accusations!
Yeah, he's got to be able to see. it.
False accusations.
It's a hot take, but he's
Have you
really
ever
good.
seen anyone walk him anywhere? He's gone down. I've seen him go downstairs.
He makes.
I haven't
It's a
seen
front.
Elton John fuck a dude either, but you know I'm pretty
but
positive.
we know he does.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
See, that's one of those things that's like
I
up for
just-
the imagination.
It's like Helen Keller.
I would
you
say.
know,
kind of
it's-
just want to gotta believe what they say, you know? Like,
Helen Keller
he's got the
faking it
glasses.
too.
He's got the black glasses. That was my qualifier. I thought that was all you needed.
So just
So the
that
most- so
black
the-
glasses,
Helen-
you're blind.
So the most
Yeah.
bops. So the
Helen-
most bops.
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 So bops.
Yeah, the bops.
Helen
Yeah.
Keller all of a sudden. Okay, yeah.
No,
yeah.
but yeah, more specifically like
Rap
modern
bops.
and
Bops.
also rap music.
Modern
Who has
and
the
rap.
So I feel
Most
like-
rap
yeah.
bops.
So are we talking? Okay, we're talking modern. We're talking like last 20 years,
Yeah.
or like
yeah,
10
yeah.
years.
You know, like
say-
DaBaby has that song called "Bop."
Yeah, I need some shit with some bopping.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is what we're using. You know, like
Okay.
that
no,
that context
I'll say
is the
since
definition
2000,
of
bro.
bop.
Since
You know,
2000, bro.
Yeah,
more
I mean,
modern,
yeah.
yeah.
We'll get to,
2000.
we'll come back to the baby in general in a second, but
he's not in the
fell
contest.
off.
He's got some
Yeah.
bops, but he's not in the contest.
see, we're talking like straight bops.
Straight bops.
You did name a good Flow Rider, bro.
Yeah.
Flow Rider has
He-
straight bops.
He has
He's got
a lot
bops,
of.
yeah.
I mean, like, cause think about it, like,
Are
are we talking radio hits?
Okay, he has a top-
Apple bottom jeans.
well,
That's Flow
yeah.
Rider, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
Get
yeah.
Low.
Get low,
Yeah.
get
Yeah.
low,
Get
yeah.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of bops. Dude, my
So
physics teacher, her
I would
favorite
say-
artist was Flo Rida, and that.
Flo
in my
Rida
day.
has
She was a
like
35
what, like
year old
5
woman,
or
like, Playboy
6 bops, and granted, they are.
I wouldn't say 5 or 6.
They're.
Who?
I can name
Flow
about
Rida.
10. I
You
would
name
say.
10 Flow Rider songs.
I
don't
think
even
so.
I
No,
can
I don't
name
think you
10
can.
Flow Rida songs.
If-
Yeah,
I'll
that-
give you 10 bucks.
Maybe,
if you can.
maybe it's 'cause- okay. This is all songs I've heard off the internet too. What was that song? Jump. It was
Jump,
like jump.
yeah.
Like when I say jump.
He's got my
Something like that.
house is pretty good.
Get
Oh,
Low,
welcome,
My
yeah,
House.
That's a bop. as-
Yeah.
Whistle.
Oh yeah.
What was
So like I was saying, hold on, let me finish
Yeah,
real
yeah,
quick,
yeah,
and then I want
right,
you to keep
you're
listening.
right,
But my
okay.
point was,
We talking about
Flow Rider got straight by. Hey, Flow Rider got
his
some
bops
bops.
are some of the most top tier. But I feel like quantity.
But you talking about Travis Scott has 4 albums worth of bops. That's like
Yeah, we're
Isn't
talking
every
like
Travis
in the
Scott song
20s.
a
not
bop?
every
We're talking in the
song.
20s.
Not every
Yeah,
song.
no,
No.
fine.
He's got.
I won't
me.
concede that one.
I'll concede 10.
I won't
bops,
concede
and that's
that
it,
one.
bro. Like 3 from each album. 100%,
After the Travis
that's
Scott
it.
concert, I realized after that weird concert, I was like, I could go the rest of my life without listening to Travis Scott again and be perfectly
Did you go
fine.
to
Yeah,
Astro World?
dude.
I did not go to Astro World.
What concert?
He killed
Oh,
it.
the big Astro World concert. That's what I was talking about. Where like that shit,
Oh,
that shit
you
just looks
didn't
so.
go, but you were just like I
It just looks so weird to me. I was
Yeah.
like, I could go the rest of my life without listening to Travis Scott and be perfectly fine. His music still bops. Don't get me wrong. I mean, if a Travis Scott song comes on and I fuck with it, I'm still gonna bop my head. But like, I was kind of like, I mean, it's kind of one of those things like up in the air for me.
It's
with it.
not. like the best. He's great. And, like,
I
he has
feel
It
got
makes
a
good
vibe.
music. I
agree.
mean, don't
He's
get me
got a
wrong.
vibe.
But I'm just saying,
Best,
when Travis Scott
but-
makes a song, he specifically wants it to be a bop. He wants it just to be catchy and.
You make no, you
Like,
do.
just-
Young Thug got as many bops as
And I
Travis
did
Scott,
say, I
and
did say Young Thug.
Young
too.
Thug is
up
there.
He's up there.
He would be.
But
Young Thug got a lot of bops.
But I
Lil
feel like
Wayne.
Young
Lil
Thug-
Wayne.
Migos.
Lil Wayne. I submit to you,
But
Lil
Lil Wayne has some.
A million.
Hey,
Lil
oh.
Wayne
Wayne
is
is
not
way
bopping.
more
All his
lyrical.
shit is so
Well,
lyrical.
but he's also got a lot of
and-
bops though. Hold up.
He
I'm
has
gonna
some
use
bops,
Google. I'm
but
gonna-
I
He
feel
makes
like
points.
even the bops.
But like
Chris
even,
makes points.
even when he's making a bop, he's still just putting shit. You're like,
I
what
feel
the
like Lil
fuck?
Wayne's lyrics need more credit than Travis Scott's.
Well,
No,
yes.
no, but
And
that's
I
what
would
I'm
feel
saying.
like
He's
it
got-
elevates it above.
But Lil
just
Wayne's
the-
also one of the best to
bop
do it
that we
ever, so he's got
divide.
like a lot of versatility. So you're talking Lollipop, a Millie, you're talking. No, I'm not gonna uproar maybe.
broke the seal way too
No, Uproar's
Uproar
Miss,
is
cool.
Miss
No,
Officer,
Uproar's
Carter
so
5,
good.
right?
Yeah.
Miss Officer,
Yeah,
right
no.
above it.
Uproar's fire.
Yeah,
I mean, like,
fucking. I gotta drop the world's kind of like you could argue they
no,
no,
we-
good amount, man.
hey, man.
But you know, I don't know. I
Amen.
don't
Say man.
So if we're being like real though, like the most bops, man. And because
I said Outkast.
I will
was
say,
what was up there for sure.
When we were
Outkast, I
talking
feel
about
like.
it, we did not set the limitation of modern rap.
And we're
his
going
answer
just
of
we're
Michael
going
Jackson is so like correct and
Yeah, it's
almost
really
uncontested.
like they
because
like
not only are they goaded, the one
he still makes
there's
money
a
off his
lot of
music even though
them,
he's dead.
and they're goaded. Like
Think about that. Like think about it like
Yeah.
that.
it,
Like Bon
I
Jovi.
mean,
there's like Bon
I could
Jovi,
name
AC/DC,
several
you got,
artists
like,
that
Bops
are
too,
making
kinda,
money
in a
post
sense.
mortem. That's
But I'm talking like to where you go overseas to China,
Well, yeah, Michael Jackson's a different animal.
and you are
Like,
recognizable.
of course, man.
like everybody loves your music, and still like 40 years later, even we still play it like it's new.
I mean, no one's gonna argue that he's the king of fucking pop and molesting.
But we're talking about
children,
rap. So if we're
but,
talking,
like, I don't. I mean,
if we're talking about the
Yes.
most recent rappers with the most bops, and you might if I'm thinking of the two rappers I think of, you might disagree.
Drake.
I was gonna say Drake. If we're talking,
I said Drake in the car actually.
If we're talking
I
bops.
don't
Drake's up
like
there for
Drake,
sure,
Drake.
but
he definitely makes bops.
but also Kendrick Lamar.
too
What?
lyrical.
No, it's too lyrical.
No,
His,
again,
his goaded
sure.
music.
Again, the
like,
Really?
his top
It's
tier,
not just
top tier
no
Kendrick
bops are
is
like I
lyric
want
as
this to be
fuck,
on the
yeah.
radio, or like I want
Swimming
hella
pool,
white
rigor
people.
mortis.
Swimming pools?
No,
Swimming pool,
or like
bro.
I want hella
Yeah,
white
fucking,
people to listen to
Bitch
this.
Don't Kill My Vibe. You got fucking.
Oh,
Rigor
Okay,
mortis.
okay. In that
the more I
context,
think
Kyle.
about this, he has some.
Yeah, he's got
he has
bops,
some
bro.
bops
He's got
too.
mad bops.
Hold on.
Like, I don't know
In
what you're talking about.
Kyle's
My
context.
favorite stuff is much more lyrical from Kendrick.
No,
though.
100%.
That's what I appreciate.
Again, he's
from
got
him.
a range.
Yeah, but what
but,
other,
you're
like-
talking,
But he
got
does
a lot
have
of
some
bops,
bops.
too.
He has some good bops.
Kendrick
I wouldn't
is
have-
fire.
Would not have
You
been
think
my
swimming
top
pool's a
five.
bop?
Yes.
Pulls a
No
bop,
way.
Bro.
They
Pull
play,
up,
bro.
drink.
It's
In the
good.
club, pull up,
Pull up.
drink. You drank every time he said pull up.
bro. It's a song. They play this song on the radio, bro.
Yeah.
You're right. You're right.
Bitch, don't kill my
is.
vibe.
All right.
Backseat freestyle.
All right.
There's a fucking
Humble.
vibe, like-
Um,
humble.
Humble's a
Loyal- loyalty. Loyalty, bro.
I don't know about
I don't know. That's a good one. That's a really
That was me personally. Lust. Okay.
You know what? As a
DNA,
black
DNA,
person, it probably
yeah,
is.
DNA.
DNA is lyrically.
What you mean by that?
extremely
It means-
creative.
Yeah,
to
100%.
maintain the.
What do you mean by that?
It's
I
much
mean,
less
you
of
know,
a bop.
you
That's
see
true,
Kendrick
I
as
It's
he
not
comes
as
out in, like,
catchy.
these raps,
It's a
and
very
then he hits you with this like lyrical.
Michael Jordan?
Isn't it
But-
But
Michael
we'll say,
Jordan fucking back, you
one
know?
voice at a time because people, so people can
Yeah,
hear.
yeah, yeah.
One conversation at a time. I will say, but okay, so
being called on the spot?
but one thing I will say, you did hit the nail on the head with it a little bit. Actually, no, go back to what you said.
Yeah, so like,
Cause you said like something that white people listen to.
yeah, but like, so when you know how you said loyalty's a bop,
Yes.
we think of that as a bop, and you probably think of it as one too. But
Mhm.
it's just because it's like not what you think Kendrick would put out. You know, it's slower. It has
More of like a
like
a
almost
pop,
like
pop.
like a pop love kind of song.
Mhm.
You know,
I just think if you appreciate blues and like soul.
Oh, I'm about to throw in another name.
all of it.
I'm about to throw in
I
another
don't
name
know,
to the hat.
I don't know.
Tyler the Creator.
no, I think he just makes music because that's what he likes, and
He's got, like,
and
three
he
bops,
changes
not that
up so
many.
much.
He
it's
has a
like, this is my
handful
mood.
of really good bops,
But not that
like
many.
top tier bop.
Mm.
See it
but there's not the
again.
quantity and the top tier. You know.
Okay, I'm naming. Okay, I'm just gonna start
So,
naming.
a good name. It's a good.
How about
Tyler's nice.
Chance the Rapper?
all
Chance the
bops.
Rapper
All
was a
bops.
lot.
Chance the before he fell off.
It's 2 albums of bops though.
Yeah.
And
Before-
Coloring
Yeah,
book?
but that
but
album
2
was
albums
filled
of
with-
bops.
No, bro,
filled
just
with
acid
bops.
rap alone. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
that
Yeah,
too.
that-
Acid rap and
Name
coloring
another
book.
no skip album like that, bro. That's a no
See,
skip album.
really,
Rodeo,
It wasn't.
Beebs
It wasn't
in the
to
Trap.
Me, it,
Beebs in the
Uh,
Trap. I will
Please
say.
forgive
I
me
don't know
for
if
being
that's no
antisocial.
skip,
Is
Please
probably
forgive
the
me.
last
Mhm.
non-skippable album for me in a long time.
Which one? Who's
Alright,
that?
I gotta pull up
Roddy Ricch.
Spotify.
Okay.
Mm.
Yeah.
Gotta pull up Spotify.
I don't
Roddy
know.
Ricch, he
No,
like.
I've been having this conversation
Jid's
for a
album's
while.
kinda
no
skip for
yeah,
me,
no,
bro.
that's a
I
good
had
one too.
No.
But like
on-
people don't make non-skippable albums anymore. I
is
feel
my-
like since I truly think since like 2019, 2020, people
Okay.
aren't like people are mad producing albums and no one's really like money.
Right now, yes, music.
When a
is
producer
shit,
signs
I
you
would
for
say.
3 albums and
But I think music's
Oh, yeah.
been shit for
songs.
like.
You gotta
Oh,
push
my
some
food.
shit
Yeah,
out.
You good? You good?
yeah, I feel like a producer signs them for, they're coming out of obscurity almost. Producer signs them for 3 albums. Maybe after the first one, they see how popular they are.
Mm. Well, that's why a lot of guys, well, like
And they-
a lot of artists, like you can't use their music. That's why, like with Twitch and stuff like that, like it's not the same. Or think about it like this: we talked about MTV with somebody the other day, right? And how MTV is nothing but ridiculousness. Now it's because like since a lot of artists are coming out from under their contracts and like
They
don't
can't play their shit. They're not
exactly
making money.
because
Yeah.
all the money's gonna go straight to the artist because a lot of artists nowadays own all their masters and all their everything they do.
No,
you know
like,
what I'm
I
saying?
was saying like with Roddy, his Please Forgive Me for Being Antisocial was one of my favorite albums ever. And then he put out his last one and just I can't even listen to the album. I haven't put it on in probably a year.
Like the baby.
And like exactly.
Yeah,
or
like-
who's come out with albums?
Yeah, I forgot we were going.
So if we're
more
going,
recent.
Non-skippable
Yeah,
album.
Okay, so here's the thing,
from
like-
recent, 'cause,
Honestly,
like,
have y'all
my
listened to
first
Rap
thought is
Caviar
fucking-
recently?
I have not.
'Cause, like,
No
it's-
Spotify.
I don't know. I feel like in 2018 to 2020, that's all I had on. It was just Rap Caviar
Mhm.
going.
Well,
Now, I
okay, no.
haven't-
You're right because I did a actual in one of my classes at Blinn. I did a PowerPoint on the evolution of rap music essentially. So started with like 1980 because the first rap song that's ever like classified as a rap song was what's it called?
It's a blues, right?
No. It was what's it called?
He's in New York, right? No.
What is it called? What's that song called? Sometimes, don't push me, cause I'm close to the edge. No, what I'm talking about? No.
No idea.
Fuck, man. Hold on. Let me go to. Actually, you know what? I got Google pulled up
I
right
am
here.
genuinely scrolling, and I'm kind of sad, but
Hold
I
on.
think the most recent rap album I can find that I would listen to start to finish is Astroworld.
So that-
Genuinely.
When did that come out? 2018?
There are a few albums on here. 2018,
There's
right?
a- I'm reading Sugar
there
Hill
are-
Gangs.
there are a
Yeah,
few
Sugar Hill Gangs,
albums-
12-inch
Yeah.
single rappers.
Rapper's Delight. That's a fire song, though.
Yeah, that's it. Okay, that's
a
like
fucking legendary
that's officially
rap song.
the first one. What was it? It was the
Fucking-
message.
Yeah. No, there's a lot of
By Nas?
albums.
That was
No,
way
no,
later.
that's not the message.
Mm.
Hold up. Let me just go lyrics.
Nah, but I didn't know, dude. I didn't know Sugar Hill Gangs Rapper's Delight came out in 1990 or 79, bro. 70 fucking 9.
Hold
That's
on, wait a
crazy.
minute.
That's fucking nuts.
Actually,
It's like a joke sometimes. It makes me wonder how I keep from going under. No? It's like
Uh-uh.
a no?
No.
No? What?
No.
Sorry, I'm not cultured like that.
I just know like them, or I know Rapper's Delight, and then you got
Broken-
a Tribe
ah,
Called
man, I
Quest,
can't
kinda,
remember now.
mainly.
Well, broken glass
B. Rakim.
everywhere. People pissing on the scales. No, what? No, nothing? Fuck. I gotta
Nothing,
look this
my
up.
man. I'll have to listen to it after for sure.
Hold on, I'll find it. I'll find it.
Not weird.
Now I'm pissing myself off. Now I can't remember this song.
Is the election this year? Or is that-
Grandmaster Flash
24.
and Furious 5. Yeah, it's called The Message. Yeah. I had to show.
Yeah.
Yeah, hold on.
Grandmaster what?
Grandmaster Flash.
Yeah, is he not from New York?
He probably is from New York,
Damn.
but no, The Message. That was the first one that I thought was the first rap song ever put out. I had to show y'all after we get done with this because I ain't playing no copyrighted music
Yeah,
on
no.
my podcast yet. So, but no, that was the first one. So I took it from like the 80s. In the 80s, you gotta think of rappers like LL Cool J, like the
Ice Cube.
Busta Rhymes.
even
When was
that was
Cube?
more 90s.
That was 90s.
Yeah.
that was like
You got Busta Rhymes, Q-Tip,
Busta Rhymes.
When was Wu-Tang?
West Side
Wu Tang was more 90s, wasn't
Really?
it? Yeah.
Okay, so I guess like the earliest I've ever listened to a rap is like 90s then. Because like Wu-Tang, Ice Cube,
Dre.
Wu-Tang's
Dre.
94 is when they started.
Yeah.
Dr. Dre did start
Here
in
we
like
go. I got
the
this.
80s because he had like some small songs and stuff by himself.
But when
But you
Dre's
never listened
Dre,
to that. Really.
So like
in
early,
the
so like
90s.
late 80s.
Yeah,
was
90,
NWA.
94 is when his like
Yeah, late
album came
80s.
out.
Was
and
NWA?
then
NWA.
2001.
Here's 2001.
Well, so
out there.
Ice Cube was before that, or did he do his solo stuff after?
Soul stuff was like mostly 90s for Ice Cube. So
Oh,
like
after NWA.
Straight Outta Compton
Yeah.
was 1988.
Mhm.
The Message was 1982. Rebel Without a Pause, that was Public Enemy.
Public, yeah.
Public Enemy, that was 1988.
That Sound of the Police is that's before the 90s.
It's tricky,
too.
like the Beastie Boys and
Red-
shit.
Is
What's
Redman
Beastie?
was Redman before the 90s hit? Or
I don't know about that one.
probably-
I would say like
I don't think so.
And the thing is, they all started rapping in the 80s. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like we're looking at
Like,
when they got hot.
mainstream,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? So like
Because
Eric
back
B. and
then,
Rakim were in
because
the
like
80s.
think about it now.
Mhm.
If you wanted to be a rapper right this second, you could post your first song right now, and then you could blow up in 10 years.
Exactly.
It wasn't like that back then, where they're the only music we're hearing is the music that blew up.
Mhm.
We're not hearing their older stuff anymore.
And now it's so easy to make a song and make a bop because I think it's really just I don't know if it's just where society is, but I think it's just too easy to make a bop.
Think about how people are making beats nowadays. They're,
Mm.
have y'all seen?
It's beat templates, honestly. It's
no,
damn near
that-
templates sometimes.
there's this guy named Mark Rubit or some. He just goes onto the street in
Mhm.
like New York. He has nothing other than like his setup. He'll start going. He'll just play some sounds.
Mhm.
Then he'll play another sound, and then he'll scream into the mic and loop it over, and all of a sudden he just has a beat, and he's like making music, and 30 seconds he's made a beat and is going, and he does this over and over and over, and I just feel like
Yeah, I'll go ahead and show y'all the PowerPoint real quick. Oh,
Is that not
everybody
unique to
can
him?
see right here.
it is
Okay.
unique to him, but I just feel
So I
like
did make this for class. Okay.
with the tools we have, it's so
Might
much
just go ahead and
easier
pull
to
this
make
up
music now.
on the,
Oh yeah.
on the Chrome.
On that wave. You
Hey,
ever
Chris,
seen
you wanna come over here real quick so you can see real quick?
like a YouTube clip or TikTok of like
So-
beatbox contests where they do it all
Oh,
with their mouth
they're
sitting right
crazy.
there? Yeah. They make their own beat,
Yeah.
fucking with their mouth, just recording it and looping it.
And like
and
remember
shit.
in
That's
elementary school,
crazy.
bebop was like
Maybe I do need a Jamie.
and that's
Hey.
and then now fucking
You were
people
talking
are
about
making-
getting like an A&M student, right?
That's something like that. Hey man, if you want to be my Jamie, let me know, man. At this point.
we need someone College Station
Oh, it's
area.
Cream.
So like, look, so like,
No, Cream. That's the song from Fortnite, right?
Cash rolls everything around me.
I hate you so much.
I hope you're being facetious.
Yeah.
I am being facetious.
Okay.
I love the song, but it is in
Phenomenal
Fortnite.
song.
It's the dumb emote, but
So
it plays.
See, like, so the
Wait, it
'80s.
does?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
plays
have
in
the
Fortnite?
emote. I walk around as Batman and fucking play
Play
Cream.
cash rolls everything around
Yes.
me. That's fucking good.
Yeah.
That's Inspected Dixon.
So the '80s
Oh,
and when
okay.
Go
rap
watch
music
LL
emerged.
Cool J,
Wu-Tang
Run
American
DMC,
Saga
Beastie
on
Boys is in the
Hulu.
fucking
Hold on.
80s. No way.
Yeah, Beastie Boys started in the '80s.
Beastie Boys always on base.
So yeah, so then if we go down to the '90s, the '90s is when like we get like everybody we know, like the legends, quote unquote. You know what I'm saying? It's like Pac was like California Love was '96, Juicy was
Oh, it's just
'94.
West and East Coast.
Juicy
too.
J?
Mhm.
What? I forgot about that. He's really early. When did 3 6 Mafia come
Go
out
up to
then?
the-
This is Mafia was like late '90s.
Late
What was '90s?
Oh my god.
No, this is East Coast, right?
That's
Dre,
East. So then the next one's East Coast,
Yeah, yeah.
West Coast,
New York.
and then like.
Where's Eminem?
Okay, well, hold on. Let's go to 2000s. Let's go to 2000s. So if we go to 2000s, Then we have Lil Wayne, Jay-Z, Eminem, Kanye West. And really, Jay-Z was like early 90s or late 90s, you know what I mean?
I like Kanye's 2000 way more than.
Oh, bro,
his-
Kanye.
yeah.
Kanye was. That's why I had to put Kanye in there.
Graduation.
Well, I was thinking when I made this, and keep in mind this is 2018 when I made this, so I was like maybe like
Dropout.
I was maybe 19 when I made this PowerPoint, and so when I thought of 5 rappers, college dropout,
Okay.
I had to think of 5 rappers who I was like who epitomized the 2000s more than anybody else. I was like Lil Wayne, Jay-Z, Eminem, Kanye, and personally, just from a personal standpoint, T.I. Okay.
No.
T.I. is so good.
T.I.
he definitely
Personal
does.
standpoint, I put T.I. in
Bro,
there.
Rubber
I only know one
Band.
album from T.I. It's like where it's like the white and like blue and it's kind
Mhm.
of like
It's his
painted
face?
Yeah,
Nah, man,
yeah.
but he
that's,
had, like
that's the only T-Pain I know.
Now,
I don't really know.
I
him
put
like
Chance
that.
the Rapper in this one for 2010s, because he kind of owned the 2010s, or at least like mid 2010.
Wait, this is your PowerPoint?
I made this for Cuss, yeah. They were like, hey, she said like pick something that you need or pick a topic you like or something like that. And it could be whatever. I was like, I'm gonna do it over rapping. You know what I mean? And so 2000s, I was like, okay. So 2010s, I was like Drake, Kenny, J. Cole, Chance the Rapper, Big Sean, Migos,
Wait, who?
Who'd you say,
Kenny?
Kenny?
Kung Fu Kenny.
Kung Fu Kenny. Oh, my
I don't know
God,
no
yeah.
Kung Fu
Kenny.
The Kung Fu Kenny.
Kenny. Bro, did you hear his new song, Hillbillies?
So I had to like, oh no, we're good. We got the Google up there.
We got Google up?
Yeah, we got Google up right now.
Oh, it's not us?
No, you're good. You're good. So then now when I put additional input and like additional rappers, I put additional input, additional rappers. So it was like ASAP Rocky, 2 Chainz, Wiz Khalifa. Bro, it was
2
what I'm
Chainz
saying,
is
like-
kind of gas, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
2 Chainz.
Personal standpoint, K Camp is one of my favorite rappers.
I like
Hey,
K Camp has
Cam.
always been one of my favorite rappers. And then,
Go back to 2 Chainz.
oh wait, I was gonna read off who all on this list.
Yams.
See, I had ASAP, 2 Chainz, Wiz Khalifa, Tyler Creator, K Camp, Meek Mill, Rick Ross, and Kevin Gates.
No ASAP Rocky?
ASAP right there. Yeah,
Oh,
I got ASAP.
yeah.
And then Houston rapper. I had to put Houston rappers on there, right? So just because I was like, this was a presentation, so I had to do my due diligence. I was like, you know,
up there?
oh no, do I have Maxwell up there?
Maybe. She's like,
I don't think I put Maxwell up there at the time.
but he's like new. He's like new school, though.
I put Travis Scott up there because at the time,
Pops.
more exactly. You know what?
Pops.
For what you just
Pops.
said. So I put Mike Jones, Paul Wall, Big Mo, DJ Screw, Zero, Devin the Dude, and Travis Scott.
Did you
No-
go to
no
the
Pimp
Zero
C,
concert
bro,
down there?
no.
Bro, don't. It was 2018.
No,
it
Troy, bro.
it was for class, bro.
No
I
flip,
just
bro, no
it was for
flip.
class, man. I only had a certain amount I could
Did
do.
y'all see Trill Burgers?
It had to be a
The-
10-minute
Uh-uh.
presentation.
Did
so
you
that was
see-
one thing.
Bun B has a new burger shop in Houston, and I kind of want to go just because it's Bun B.
Yeah.
You know?
Did you see
know.
Zero here here at
Sadly,
Shiner?
I did not. 'Cause
No?
every time Zero comes in, I never hear
Bro,
about
why
it.
does he always come to College Station?
Bro,
He's
we
been
should-
here
because
like
it's a bop.
3 times.
Conversation's a bop, low key.
It's all white people down here. Well, no, all the.
I wouldn't say all.
Oh yeah. Every.
I mean, like, if you go to that concert, you ain't gonna see all white people.
No,
Let's be real.
they'll migrate in.
All right, y'all keep talking real quick. I gotta go use the facilities or my own facilities. Don't embarrass me.
Oh,
Okay,
Can
that's
we
a-
say the word?
Oh my god! Immediately goes to. Yeah, Zero's like. I wish I went to the.
I don't want to
concert
talk about
here.
Zero.
Okay.
Yeah, fuck
Okay. You
that
said
guy.
Joe Biden. All right. No.
although I will say it has to be bad
The stock market.
when
let's talk-
coworkers will come up to me who I don't speak to often, and they'll be like, "Damn, I don't know that I can vote for Joe Biden next election," and I'm like,
Can you vote?
bro, I do not care.
Yeah. No. I mean.
Did you vote? Did you vote for Joe Biden?
I did not. No.
You did not.
No.
Hold
I
on.
was very liberal.
Hold on a sec.
I know.
Did you not vote?
Yes, I did not vote.
Okay, fair.
Yeah,
I
I didn't
was gonna
vote
say,
either.
there's no way you voted for the Don.
No, I was
No,
very
you didn't
shitty
vote
pick.
3 years ago, there's
Trump.
no way.
That was very
you
shitty
voted
pick
for the
either way, and I
Don.
kind of just abstained. I'll be honest.
Well, look,
with you.
okay.
Oh, from
I
voting?
Get, I get
Oh,
where
yeah,
most
no,
people were
100%.
coming from when it was like, you know, we got Sleepy Joe or we got
Ugh.
Trump.
Dude, it's about to be a rematch.
No,
too.
it is gonna be a rematch, and the thing is
There's
like
no
that-
way.
I'm
There's no
coming
way.
back
a rumble
to that.
in the geriatric home.
Nah, bro, DeSantis versus
No,
like
no,
Kamala
I'm
Harris or
I'm
something.
telling
No,
you.
sir. No, DeSantis is gonna win that one. I wouldn't even vote for Kamala
So,
Harris.
Yeah, no, I'd vote for
I'm
DeSantis
sorry.
over-
No, it
I
would
guess
be
I'm not
bad.
black, but I ain't vote for
I
Kamala
will
Harris.
say, is there somebody in the woods that you would vote, like a Democratic Party representative you would vote for? I can't think of anybody that could run and beat
No.
Joe Biden
Don't
in a
know of a
primary, and
person.
that's so sad because I feel like almost fucking anybody could beat Joe Biden. In a
Joe
primary.
Biden doesn't have
Why?
memory.
I think it's time to have the first Asian president.
Like,
Fuck it, Andrew Yang, man. Let's do it.
Bring him back.
Bring him back, bro.
back.
Honestly,
hey.
I'm down to try
I'd
it.
do,
Plus,
bro.
I'll take
I'd do.
free.
At
I'll
this
take the
point-
money. Give me the money.
Man.
At this
Even
point,
if shit goes
do
down,
not put another black president in there. At this point, I'm sorry. Like we were worse off after it. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
It's-
I'll be the one to say it.
Like, this is how
It depends. It depends. It depends on who it is. Okay.
Eric Andre for president. that's
Eric
all I'm
Andre?
saying. Yeah, dude.
Dude, what about the
Kanye maybe. Kanye maybe.
Oh,
Okay.
no. Oh,
Kanye,
I'd take-
maybe.
I would take Eric Andre before I take Kanye. What you mean?
What do you mean,
Kanye,
dude?
maybe?
All the Jews would have to leave if Kanye.
Yeah,
got
no,
elected.
yeah, no. I mean, yeah, dude. It's.
You're not wrong
He had
on
some
that one.
very
one.
anti-Semitic comments before that.
I would even. Man, I ain't. Oof. Oh. Okay. All I say is okay.
DeathCon 4 on.
Okay. Yes, Kanye.
Bro,
Okay.
that's all I got.
When it first happened, okay. Now, of course, Kanye just does not know when to stop shit. Okay. And so
His
when it first
brain's fried.
happened, and he just said what he said about like most of the record labels that are out, or most of the record labels that are out here today, you know, they are run by Jewish people who are Jewish, and that a lot of doctors happen to be Jewish. All I think was that he made an astute observation. That's all I said when it first happened.
No. I think we can recognize the difference between an astute observation. That
Yeah,
you just
of
made
like, you know what
and
I'm
what
saying?
Kanye was doing, which was like just
Exactly.
He did not
Podcast.
phrase it right in any sense.
That's
of the
why I
way.
said at first.
It's
Kanye,
just the bad part. Like,
Kanye sometimes has a good message, just has a horrible
Horrible
way of
delivery.
saying it.
Horrible
Sometimes,
delivery.
and maybe I don't know Kanye West personally, so I won't be able to tell you his exact views on the Jews. But as far as I'm concerned, the first time after he started saying like all the other shit, I just stopped listening because like, oh shit. Now if I listen to him, then like. Yeah,
Oh, so
nah,
you-
but people
did
look
you
at me
boycott
weird.
him? You boycotted him?
No, he's black. I can't do that.
Okay. You got to stick with brothers?
No. I mean, like,
but he made graduation.
But he.
You know what I'm
made
saying?
great-
No,
Anti-Semitic
I mean, like,
comments,
Like-
graduation.
Michael Jackson comes on sometimes, and I still listen to him. So I think like that I'm cool with it.
I'll be honestly like, if we put on Ignition,
R.
if
Kelly.
we put on Ignition, everybody's singing that motherfucker.
Everyone's going
Everybody
I'm
forgets
pretty
everything that happened.
I'm pretty sure I heard that
Yeah.
song at the last wedding I was at.
Exactly,
Yeah.
right? And no one thought one thing, did they?
No,
Like,
yeah.
no, he's not peeing on him.
Kids, yeah.
Exactly. Exactly.
I mean, we were talking about Michael Jackson earlier.
Yes, that's what I said. That's exactly, bro. You will.
Who's
listen
bigger than
to
Michael
fucking
Jackson?
White or black?
Is
like,
anyone
like,
bigger than Michael Jackson?
the
Like
Beatles-
worldwide?
the Beatles.
I was thinking the Beatles.
Yeah, damn, I didn't think about that one.
But like all
Yeah.
those people are about to die, so they'll be forgotten here in about 20
The
years.
Beatles.
Yeah.
Jackson's dead. What do you mean? People still will listen. to
Yeah,
the
but
Beatles?
we're still here. You know, we're still talking about him. We don't talk about the Beatles like that.
I love
True.
the Beatles. I don't know what you're talking
But I
about.
think
can talk
the
about-
Beatles
Mm.
rivaled popularity that like Michael Jackson achieved, but they did it fucking years earlier. Like
Mm.
Michael Jackson may not have had social media and the internet like it is today, but he definitely had TV and radio and like somewhat superior to the
The
than what
Beatles was almost
had.
like word of
And
mouth.
exactly,
Yeah.
that's what the point I'm
It's like,
getting
have y'all
to
heard
is,
that
like,
legendary band?
yeah, the Beatles to have their global success and popularity is, Michael Jackson may have rivaled it in
It's like hearing porn for the
numbers
first
and
time.
popularity, but
you know?
they did it 30
Or
years earlier.
hearing
so I
about
feel like
porn
it's
for the
more
first time.
impressive.
Have y'all seen that video?
Like,
Good.
I feel like if somebody reached Michael Jackson's numbers in 2023, it wouldn't be the same.
No, not at all.
Like,
It's,
A, there's
who
lots
were we
of
talking about that
people,
with?
but, like, B,
What
there's
would you-
I don't
way
know.
more people
Who were we
on
talking about
the
that
internet.
with?
You could reach
We
way
talked
more
about that
people
with,
now absolute ease
like-
than you could with
NBA YoungBoy.
word of mouth.
Yeah, artists are more disposable nowadays. Like you'll forget like NBA YoungBoy and,
Mhm.
and Lil
Or
Baby.
Well, I mean,
DaBaby,
that's because
yeah.
he puts out
Fucking
garbage.
Dub.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. You know,
DaBaby,
and
DaBaby
Ice
started
Spice,
dropping
blah, blah,
garbage.
blah, bro, fucking trash.
And
like,
I-
a lot
and-
of bullshit that
And
just
let's
comes
be
out.
real. And the sad thing about
Baby
Ice
has
Spice is
Oh.
that Ice Spice very extremely creme de la creme.
The
Yes.
saddest thing about Ice
Ice Spice, we salute.
See,
We
that's
is
salute.
Jordan Poole,
Okay.
and
But-
I just Jordan Poole is the sad thing about Ice Spice. The saddest thing
Jordan
about Ice
Jordan
Spice.
Poole's the sad thing about Jordan Poole. We'll say that. I'll leave that at that.
That man
But
got his money and said, "I'ma suck."
basically, yeah.
I'm-
Basically,
and
yeah.
I'm gonna spend it on a
He
fucking
still averaged
played out.
20.
Yeah, whoa! Watch how you talk about Ice Spice on my podcast real quick. Okay.
Yeah.
Still got millions.
Ice
of
Spice,
dollars.
hey,
Oh,
hey,
that's
man.
played
I
out.
gotta keep it.
Hey.
I gotta keep my podcast safe for Ice Spice. Okay. All right. Just you never
Bro,
know.
she from the Bronx. What do you think
Look.
she got up to?
Hey, man.
I mean,
I'm
what he
just
dropped like
saying.
20,
I'ma find out what
20
she
bands
getting
on
into.
her.
Chris still has
I'm-
a chance at this point.
In
so
the
calm
comments,
down.
let me know how many dicks you think Ice Spice is taking. I'm just saying.
Whoa,
Whoa.
man. Whoa.
Why does
Wow.
that matter?
I don't. It doesn't.
Triple digits.
Are you
Whoa,
shaming her?
Are you
Yes,
are you
I-
cock
I-
shaming?
Whoa.
Obviously.
How many?
Chris,
dicks?
it is
Stop
20
looking at the
it is
camera. Look
20
at me.
No, I'm talking to the people.
Right, it's
man.
2023.
It is
and
2023,
still
bro.
matters if
She's
100
taking
different cocks
400
have
dicks,
ran
I don't
through you.
care. You should be able to get on a knee, and all your dick should matter.
Here's why I get canceled.
I'm canceled, bro. It's fine.
Here's where I get
Before
canceled.
I started, bro. You know. You're
That's like and see like, man.
I'm fucked up.
It's a thing of like
We were
as a-
talking about this the other day. And
as a guy- as a
some
guy,
different
yeah.
views off of the podcast with the.
Oh no! I am
You know
totally
what I'm
being
saying?
facetious, dog.
Yeah,
Oh
okay,
no,
I'm just
100%.
saying, bro.
Okay, 100%. Okay,
Lion?
now let's be real. Let's be real. Ice Spice, while as beautiful as she is, Ice Spice would not be my wife. Let's be real. Let's be real. Let's be real. You know what I'm saying?
Cook good or nothing. Why would she not be your wife?
Because
Too much cock.
Too much dick.
because of the dick.
I would.
Okay, I thought about this.
Yes, maybe.
I thought
To a
about-
degree.
No, I've thought about this. All right. First girl you meet, I mean, not first girl. You meet a girl, she gives you a blowjob. It's an amazing blowjob. You know she's sucked a lot of dicks before she's given you a great blowjob. No girl's just giving
then-
you like a good blow.
What
like
if it
a-
was the same dick 1,000 times? You know, Some dude she
Okay.
dated for 4
It
years
goes
where she
all
topped him
into.
off every
It
day.
goes into what are you trying to do with this girl? Are you trying to go with this girl long term? Or are you trying to go with this girl for the night? Now, if it's for the night, I'll say, hey man, or even not even for the night, for just even like the short term. In short term, let's say at most maybe a year. You know what I'm saying?
But I mean, I'll apply it to like dudes too, because like I feel sluttier the more women I sleep with. You know what I'm saying? Like,
How so?
Yeah, like your dick,
Because like
your
you
dick
just-
game gets
you
better.
But yeah, you keep going up and up, and then you just like you're like
Is what it is, kind of is what it is, kind of
It's
thing.
like I just want to find one to like do for a while instead of like racking up the count. Like it just doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good or fulfilling or anything like that. You know, it's like it stops me from wanting to do it. So like I'd kind of feel like off put if someone didn't think about it like past 50. You know what I'm saying? Like they're like, yes, I fucked like 200 people. I'd be like, that's
At 50,
Like,
okay. At 50, like okay.
that's like
If you're
you
getting
just
married
not
at
thinking
50,
about it. No,
if you get married at 50, at that point, it's kind of just like.
no, I'm saying like 50 people
Oh.
partners. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Like,
okay. I
past-
thought you were talking about
like,
age.
That's a lot. Like I mean, you're just
50's
not,
a
like-
lot.
Yeah, you're just not
50's
thinking
a-
about it for like that long.
All right, what's
I'm
too
like,
much
yeah,
for you then?
About 50.
About 50?
Yeah, like if you're like,
all right, what if she's 47?
Like, it depends. There's a bunch of variables,
If
but
you
if
know-
someone's like over 100,
I think the
yeah.
problem, okay, I think, and especially because with what I've been talking about on the podcast too, and like, because I've tried not to turn into like the Fresh and Fit or the whatever podcast with like this toxic ass shit right here, but after a while, I gotta talk about this shit.
Well, I
So
will say I don't find either of those particularly toxic.
The
I
dude
just-
who
they're
the dude who
funny.
runs
They're
whatever
funny.
is
they
kinda
set
toxic.
women up to look stupid.
Very much
Or,
so.
like, to say stupid shit.
But
at
the
least.
guy who runs the whatever podcast at the very least, when he talks about stuff, it gives me no hope. It's like, dude, you have no hope. You got no hope.
I know
in, like,
exactly what you-
people.
Yeah,
Bro, it's like,
yeah,
give
that's a
some
great
women the
point.
benefit of the fucking
Yeah.
doubt.
No,
like
that was
you gotta
the-
talk
no,
to people.
every
Like
woman
he's
is
just like, no,
wrong.
I will not marry. Every woman's a hoe. Granted, he lives in L.A., but still, like. Dude, there's a big world out
That's
there.
becoming
Move
Austin
cities,
nowadays, though.
And like
Every woman's a hoe at Austin.
Yeah, well, he's talking to like rich women too, so you gotta like talk to like
Yeah.
some fucking modest people that are people.
Go talk
and
to some Mormons.
You'll find
See
some
how
cool
they
people.
feel.
But yes, no, like
Some soaking
that's my
real quick, you
problem
know what I'm
with
saying?
those, and I think they're toxic for that reason, not for the reason the media may portray them to be.
Okay. And so, all right, no. So now we're on a good topic with this. So at least with like, when it comes to like the whatever part, like you said, they set the girls. Yeah. So basically, like we were talking about earlier, set up and punchline. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to like a joke, but it also like, I guess what I was hitting at is that, especially when it comes to like sex, I think we forget how big sex is, and when it comes to a relationship.
No, and like think about it, like our great grandparents when they had sex, it was like, oh, that's who I'm marrying,
Yeah.
or like they waited till they were married.
Mm-hmm.
But it was like you went on a date with a girl. It was like, all right, we're marrying here in about a month.
Like most of our would you say most of our grandmothers had us around like what 1921?
Yeah,
19 to
Or
21?
had our parents about 19 to 21.
Yeah. Or yeah,
I'll
yeah.
say pre-25, like before 25,
That's what I'm
which
saying.
is like nowadays. 25 is when you're
guess-
thinking about settling
I don't
down.
know.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
God, yeah.
And then people are like, maybe I'm out
my
of
grandma
college.
had my mother. My grandma's 32, 1932. My mom's 67. So
35.
You're a different
35.
circumstance.
Well, I would
feel
say,
like.
yeah, I would say that because my dad's 60, and you said your dad's 60
no,
as
yeah,
well.
I was gonna say again. Granted,
dad's
my
60?
mom
Yeah,
is
my dad-
the
yeah.
fourth.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, my dad's almost 60.
Yeah, so I mean, like, we're all.
55.
I think my parents got married when
That's
they were,
like around, like, my mom, my
29.
stepmom's age.
For a second, I thought you meant when he had you.
Oh, hell no.
No,
No,
I was
that's,
gonna say.
boy, my dad be pimping at that point. What you mean?
Pimp
But-
name, Slickback.
A pimp named Slipback. Pimp named Jackback.
Bad.
Caleb Jackson.
Caleb
Pimp.
Jackson.
You know what I'm saying?
Camp.
What were we talking about?
Did you play high school sports?
I did, yeah. Or wait, no. Or yes. I track and field. I threw.
Okay.
Yeah,
Do
but
you, have
I
do you have a
couldn't-
locker room?
You
I had-
threw.
yeah, I had like 5 concussions
What were
by
you-
the time I went to try to play high school football. My parents were like,
How did you
"Probably
get
not for
concussions
CTE."
before football?
Played like an AAU 8th grade and 7th grade football.
Mm.
Oh, so you
Yeah.
did play
You went to
football.
private school,
Yeah.
right?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
My entire life.
What constitutes AAU football?
I don't know.
Private school.
It was like,
Summer league football?
Maybe it was like, yeah, we had
Like 7-on-7?
yeah, no, it was like
Were you
full,
wearing pads?
I mean,
like full team summer
My brain
football.
pictures KYF, but that's because where we grew up.
Yeah.
But is this just like Sugarland Football League or something?
No, it
or
was like
just
around
all
SFL?
around?
Yeah,
The
it
SFL.
was all around Houston. Like, I mean, we had championship in like Enter part of Houston.
Really? And it was during the summer?
Yeah,
Yeah?
yeah.
Huh. Well, I feel like AAU is like almost nationwide though,
Maybe not
because
then.
like
No,
Maybe
AAU
not,
is nationwide.
Well, maybe
Yeah.
that was
Yeah.
like-
Because,
it
like,
was a- it was a- I was an
I've
A
gone
league
to
of
Vegas
football.
and
Was
played
like a-
people
wasn't Pop
from
Warner,
New
was it?
York and
Right.
everywhere. You know, like,
No,
people
I don't
from
think
all
so.
over.
I don't
'Cause
know what it was. It was like
Cause Pop Warner. Did you play Pop Warner? No.
No.
Pop like early
Yeah.
football. Like I'm talking like 5th grade, 6th grade.
No, we had KYF. It was like KD youth football.
Okay.
It was like our little town we were in.
well, what?
And like everyone played KYF.
And I mean, I played.
Here we had
I
Pop
played
Warner.
flag
No, yeah, we
football
didn't have
one year.
Yeah.
but
I wonder if Pop Warner
that
still
was through
around.
like a big ass. I don't want to call it.
You remember?
what was it
You remember
called?
that one show that used to come on? It's called Friday Night Tykes.
No,
it
never
was
heard of
basically like talking about like Friday night, like basically youth sports football in like San Antonio, and that was Taifa, the Texas youth football.
Well, I had a roommate
Okay.
that was from San Antonio,
Mm.
and I remember him saying something about that.
Let's see, hold up, Pop.
My cousin was actually in like the
I
Olympics
think I've heard of Pop
for
Warner.
throwing
This sounds
Pop
very
Warner, yeah, hold
familiar,
on,
But
let's
I
see.
did not
for
participate.
throwing discus. My cousin was in the
Participate.
Olympics.
Really?
Yeah, here we go. Yeah. So here, so
Huh?
PopWarner.com.
Pippery. You can find him online.
So yeah, so Pop
That's
Warner
crazy.
is actually the oldest youth sports organization in America, according to this.
Huh.
Yeah. So that's what we like had down here, at least. Well, from what I heard, I didn't play like Pop Warner because my dad didn't want me to play that until like he didn't want me playing football until I was like bigger and like my bones were more developed and stuff
yeah,
like
my
that.
parents didn't let me play football until 7th grade.
Mm-hmm.
Must
Like
be
that
nice.
was when Like when you could play junior high football, like because we didn't have a sixth grade team, or like our elementary school didn't have football or anything.
Would you start playing basketball then? Because I played.
I started
basketball
playing
when I was,
basketball
in
like
fifth grade,
fourth
grade.
No, not even. Probably about like second grade. I started playing basketball.
Yeah, because
I was fifth grade. I was fifth
I
grade.
played through like a little church league called Upward.
Yeah.
I got a video somewhere of me posting up my older brother at like 2 on one of them with those little kid hoops.
Mm-hmm.
There's a brand.
Yeah, I always had a little kid hoop
But
too.
yeah.
I was a baseball kid growing up, bro.
Really? See,
Yeah.
my uncle wanted me to because
I
he's
would
a huge baseball person.
looking back on it, bro. I was stuck with it.
Yeah.
Like it was when they started doing like travel teams and stuff, because that shit gets both expensive and time consuming.
Yeah.
And so like both my parents worked a lot, and so it was a mix of that, and then I broke my arm my 7th grade year. So like after that, I was like, I can't play baseball anymore. Like, after broken arm, broken wrist. But even if like I have kids and stuff, like I wouldn't steer my child to play or my son especially to play football or anything like that. I would definitely encourage baseball or basketball, something like that, because I just know how we know about football now. But I was watching a podcast the other day, the Pivot podcast with I think Chris Paul was on it, and it's like Ryan Clark and y'all remember that one podcast with like Brandon Marshall, and they had it was like an athletes podcast.
No
No?
idea.
Chad
the
Ochocinco?
only athlete one I watch is All the Smoke.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so I was watching that one, and I think one of the guys was talking about how he had like Pat Surtain, the cornerback, how his dad had played in the NFL as well.
Yeah.
And he had asked his dad, he's like, "Hey, what made you what made you let Lil Pat play?" Because now his son went to like number
4 or
Four,
something.
number 5 in the draft.
He's a number 1 or 2 cornerback.
Yeah, in the draft.
Yeah, he plays for the Broncos now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so he was talking about like what made you make the decision when he was younger to let him play football, knowing like now like how like a lot of us don't want our sons playing football because they know the dangers of it. And he was like, honestly, if God gave him the talent to play football, why am I stop him?
Yeah.
I was like, at that point, it's like, yeah, no. What are you gonna do with that point? I was saying Texas. Did y'all feel pressure to play football?
No, I mean
I
like
liked
all
playing
my
football. I wanted to play football, so
Okay.
not really.
all my friends played, but like I knew like I was tiny in high school. I was long and lanky.
Well, you say you're 6'4", 6'5" now.
Yeah, I'm like 6'4", but like
Yeah, but
in high school I weighed like freshman year I probably weighed like
what if you were
130
playing
pounds,
football and
140
lifting
pounds.
every day
Mm.
and got into lifting weights in 7th grade,
Yeah,
Like-
if I got like
Like,
Grunka.
yeah.
Nah, I feel like you get lifted weights in
Grunka, but
freshman
like,
year.
remember in our grade,
Seventh grade?
Felipe?
Yeah, he was moving weight.
Yeah. Like, what if you started lifting and we're doing something like that? Imagine where you'd be.
Yeah, I mean I like
So
I don't know. I feel like I've been lifting for 4 straight years, and I haven't gotten that ginormous. I feel like my body was never meant to get huge.
Like huge, because you have more of like a lanky kind of build.
Yeah.
I mean,
Like
you
I just think
can get
like I
huge,
can if I were to like I mean
but yeah,
Just start going straight bodybuild mode or something like that, or like just eating everything you see.
What was y'all's like
%.
biggest maxes?
right now was like or
All time
Just like
all
ever,
time
yeah.
is 230
on
on bench.
on bench. Okay.
Squat probably 350ish, and then deadlift probably what is 4 plates?
405.
Yeah, 405. 4
4 or
plates?
5. Yeah.
Yeah, 4 plates, 405. Yeah.
So four,
Then, yeah.
yeah, 4 plates. Is,
Mm.
'cause
That's-
3
that's my
plates,
max
315.
deadlift.
It's yep.
Yeah. Damn.
That was some weird math. It's 360
Yeah.
plus
And see,
45.
hey, we thought about making that like an actual.
It's 225 for 2 plates.
Yeah, 315 for.
315 and then at
and then
90.
405.
Yeah, 405.
We thought about doing that for. I made a joke with my coach in high school about that. About if we had a class in which it was like a powerlifting class, but you put the weight on the bar. You put like say like 2 plates, a 25 and a 10, and you just had to look at it and guess what the weight is, and that was the exams. I was thinking it's just the concept of having that as a class,
Just
and I was like, I would fucking eat that
Count-
alive
count
because
one side of the
once you lift for so
plates,
long,
multiply
like you just
times
look at it and you
two,
know what
add
the weight is on the
45.
bar.
When
It's-
people
it's easy.
blindfold,
At
like you'll
45.
get blindfolded,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and then
Well,
they'll
that's
put a
what I was
random
gonna
weight
say.
on, and you have to guess it.
See, like I'll do that.
I
Like,
would suck at that.
see, like name a random plate stack right now.
3
45,
plates.
35, 5, 2.5.
A 35. Oh, wait, a 45, 35, 5, 2.5. That is 220.
I mean, we're
No,
just
yeah.
doing math. but
No,
yeah,
fuck that. That's two. Fuck, that's 210. That's 210.
45.35 is 80, plus a 2.5 is 82.5. Then you're at 160.
185.
What, 8?
No, that's 200. Excuse me, that's 200.
You ever seen someone do over 200?
Fuck yeah, I failed. Never mind.
Cleans doing 2 plates. That shit.
'Cause wait, how much?
Yeah, too much alcohol has been consumed. The math is
I'll say it's 200 then, because then you have a 45 on each side is 135, and then you add the 70.
210.
Yeah, 210.
You said it. You called it earlier. Wait.
225 is just 2 plates.
220.
I just refuse,
Was that right?
I refuse to do math right now.
220 is with a 10.
5 plus 35.
If you
plus
stack up everything.
2.5.
Wait, no, fuck, because the 35 fucking fucks me up because
Oh, I missed that part. The
I
whole
never
time.
used 35s in high school, so I never really used 35s. I realized this
45.
because like I've never had to use a 35. It throws me
Wow.
off. We didn't have those in like when I was lifting like growing up. Yeah, so I've never used a 35.
See, I didn't get them until we went to TrueFit. TrueFit
Really?
has 45 or has 35s.
Yeah.
And see,
And
like-
everywhere else it's like 25, 45.
Yeah, it was 25 or 45. That was me.
Put on 25 and a 10.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's normal.
That's like I thought that was normal until I saw a 35-pound plate, and I was like, "What the hell is
You
this?"
saw the TrueFit, huh?
Yeah, the True Fit and Golds too.
Golds has
Yeah.
35? Really?
Yeah, like, it's like maybe
The
like
old Golds,
Yeah,
right?
35s are
They
two.
didn't have, really.
maybe like 2 in there. I never thought it would be. I don't know.
I think Lifetime does too, maybe.
Lifetime Fitness.
Lifetime
Maybe. I
definitely-
haven't been there in about a
definitely
year.
35s, bro. Definitely.
The only gyms I've been to are
Nice gyms have 35s. Like 35 standard. You know.
only gyms I've been to were the high school weight room, college weight room, and then Golds and True Fit.
Been on Lifetime in my high school weight gym. Oh, and fucking True Fit.
Hmm.
Oh,
Have you lifted at the rec?
No,
Couple
I've been to the rec to hoop
You never
before.
been
I
to
will
a
say.
24 or in LA?
Same.
Nah,
It's fun to hoop.
I've hooped there. I've
Been to
never
both of
lifted.
those.
Mm.
Been to
Lifetime's
some
so-
I used to
smaller,
hoop a
not
bunch there whenever
chain
like
gyms.
because I would come up here for A&M football games and like basketball games, and we'd stay the weekend. So I'd go to the rec during the day and I would hoop for like 4 hours.
See, like the rec.
And it'd be like a bunch of college kids, and I'd be the scrawny little junior high kid hooping up people.
See, we
I've been there.
Yeah, been there, done that.
Yeah.
playing basketball with
you
you.
played with Grayson Allen, right?
Well, yeah, for one day. 'Cause I went to Duke for a basketball camp, like a week summer camp.
Really?
And at the camp,
Stop that.
basically the whole camp was you did drills the first day, and then they put like however many of us into, let's say 10, 15 teams of like 7.
Mm.
And then you just played games for the whole week. So they were like 20-minute running clock games. You had like 7 a day. Best basketball camp I ever went to. God, was that fun.
Really?
Yeah.
Du-
Because like you
Duke's
get really
in
close.
North Carolina.
right?
Yeah.
North
And
Carolina's
it's cool,
beautiful.
like staying on the campus.
Have
I
you
mean,
been?
old dorms.
I've
They're
never
crappy, but it's fun. Being
Mhm.
a junior in high school, like staying in the college dorms.
You get that like
boys,
level of
but-
like experience. Just get to experience it.
Yeah, 100%. But I mean, you just got close with like a group of like 7, 8 dudes that you were at the camp with. Like these are your teammates. These are the boys. Like y'all were, and we happened to have a pretty good team. There was like 3 teams that were really good, and we were like kind of winning all of our games. But there was about 12 of us that like instead of like during our lunch break that was like 2 hours long. The last like 3-4 days of the camp, they had us play some pickup games with ex-Duke players that were helping run the camp, and that was so much fun. And so like there was like 12 of us from the camp, and about 5 of them. And one of the days, Grayson Allen pulled up, and but there's a few other like, guys that were big Duke names. But
Did you ever play against any NFL players? If you played in like,
I played with
Like
some
your high
NFL
school.
players.
you guys
played
know
with?
homies from that are in the NFL.
Yeah.
Mhm. Right now, shouts out to actually if you watch this, my boy. I don't know if he got signed as an undrafted free agent. I don't know if he's still at the training camp. My boy Josh Donovan. He played tackle at tackle and guard at University of Arizona. My boy Tamarcus plays. He's with the Rams right now. I don't know if we probably still in training camp right now. He got his jersey, so I saw that much. But he played cornerback at Arizona State, and then my boy Brandon plays for the. He's on the Ravens right now, and he was he went to Northwestern. If y'all remember, actually, he was the one. He picked off Justin Fields in the end zone with one hand?
I never saw that.
It was like Ohio State versus Northwestern for the Big Ten championship, and he picked off Justin Fields like in the back of the end zone with like one hand. Yeah,
Oh, Michael Jordan.
as a freshman, and
Really?
he had like he led the nation in interceptions,
Damn.
and then he went to Notre Dame, and now he's
Wait, did he went here in College Station?
yeah,
Yeah, no. Do you know Macy Fouch by chance?
maybe.
She knows him.
Okay.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
I remember
no.
her saying something about the guy transferring to Notre Dame.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Dope.
Yeah.
That's
No.
sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did go to the NFL. She said something about that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
There was a guy above us who graduated. He had a short stint for like a year with the Vikings. His name was Jeremiah Booker.
Yeah.
And bro, you talk about like work ethic. Like, if you go like imagine like a sculpted Adonis, that was him, bro. Like his abs look like you about to fucking eat somebody. Like it was like he walks through the locker room and you're like, yeah, no, if he's not going to the NFL, I don't know who the fuck goes to the NFL then. But like I mean, like running 100-yard sprints after practice, bro.
Yeah.
Like with full pads on. Like this dude was insane.
He's like, I'm gonna go.
Yeah, ended up getting like a scholarship to the University of Kansas, and then went with the Vikings for like he got signed with the Vikings for like a year or something like that, and now he's a coach in like at one of those like D1 training facilities that trains those like girls soccer and like mass groups of like training facilities and stuff like that. So yeah, so far, and then now take that back because when I was at Blinn.
I was gonna say when.
Yeah, I was at Blinn. Yeah, there's a couple
dudes.
dudes from Blinn that ended up going. My boy Donovan Banks, he signed with the Giants, I believe, as a free agent after the draft. He played safety. He was one of those athletes that this was the crazy thing about Blinn too, and because you played a year in college, right, for basketball? Okay, with JUCO or D2?
D3.
D3. Okay,
Yeah.
so see, JUCO was different because okay, did y'all have y'all had a lot of transfers too, right? Would you say?
No, it's probably not like the
Nah,
JUCO
really,
system.
Like, are you
Y'all
talking
have
like
a bunch
just
of people.
my basketball team or
Yeah.
the school in general?
Basketball team.
No.
No?
Yeah, everybody kind of played there for the whole time.
How big was
Yeah,
your
like 4
roster?
years. Okay, so the year I went there, there was 12 freshmen. So I think no, maybe
way.
10 freshmen.
That's a lot of freshmen for a basketball team.
Yeah, it was kind of crazy, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously the year before they had 10 seniors. So,
Mm. What school am I asking?
Laterno,
Okay. Where's that at?
Longview.
Okay.
Yep, Longview, Texas.
Laterno College?
Uni-
Or
University.
University of Laterno?
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah. So,
More you know?
God, I would have to fucking go through and think about it and count. I can't remember. Way too many freshmen. And then there was 3 seniors, 2 sophomores. So like,
Mhm.
we were pretty young. We were a pretty young team for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, the couple seniors had been playing there for 4 years for sure.
Okay.
So,
It's like Blinn, bro. We got transfers after the winter
100%,
semester, bro. Like,
Oh,
I almost-
it was
I
like,
almost
the
transferred.
season's done. All right, people are coming in.
oh, dude,
Yeah.
like dudes got signed after the season.
Yeah.
Like they didn't even spend like a full semester at Blinn.
Well, because they would just go to different like universities, right?
Yeah, no,
it
like
would-
there was
it-
one dude named I think his name was
That's what
Vontae Davis, I believe. No, something like that. Or
That's what Cam quarterback for the
Cam Newton?
Cam Newton. That's what he
Mhm.
did. He went to
Yeah.
Blinn.
he went to
And
Blinn
he
for
stole
like
some laptops.
Cam Newton?
Yeah.
Mhm.
What?
yeah.
And then he got charged for stealing laptops.
No, that was before.
Was that? I thought that was here. At,
Craziest thing about that whole entire Florida team, I think it was maybe I forget.
was
It
it
was like
Florida?
yeah, it was
It was in
Florida.
Florida. Oh,
I don't know if
okay.
it was '08 or '07, but that team had Riley Cooper. Remember Riley Cooper, the NFL receiver that ended up being like got caught at a concert saying like a bunch of like racist shit.
Nah.
No,
Is he a white guy?
Yeah, white
Oh,
dude.
okay.
He's
Shit.
really good player for a while he was in the league.
We're about to say for a white guy.
No, it's in general. I will say, because there's those white dudes in the league. I would say are just good players in general.
Wouldn't be a wrong thing to say.
First dude I would say, because he's a receiver, so you need some skill to play that. Adam Thielen, bro, dog for the Vikings.
Adam Thielen's good. Yeah.
Adam Thielen is a dog, but
Also good in fantasy too. Man.
that too. That's what I'm saying. So, but no, what else was we talking about?
Jesus Christ. Transfer
State of the
portal and
Union,
everything.
Yes.
Yes.
And so,
Depression in the unit. Sorry.
no, there was a guy, guys there in the transfer portal. It was different because there was a guy who transferred from Auburn, right? And so he's like already like there, you know what I'm saying? And so you come to the practice and there's like 100 coaches lining the
Yeah,
sideline.
but that's got to be bad coming from Auburn to a JUCO.
Okay. Oh yeah, I was talking about Cam Newton. Oh yeah, I was talking about Florida, the team. So the 08 Florida team, there was Aaron Hernandez on that team too. Okay.
Really?
Yes.
The murderer.
Yes, Aaron Hernandez. Yes. The Pouncey twins. Okay. I don't know if you know about the Pouncey
I know
twins.
them.
Yeah. Who else? Percy Harvin was on that team too as well.
Ooh, Virginia Tech rap, bro. Is that what we're doing?
No, Percy Harvin was Florida.
Damn, no, really.
Yeah, no. Percy Harvin. He fought one of his coaches at Florida actually. Or ended up like choking one of his coaches or something like that, right? Even Percy Harvin ended up saying he was like high for every game he played.
Really?
Which is crazy
Dang.
because he's fast as fuck. And but I say this to say,
Can take it.
and then Cam Newton was on that team as a backup quarterback, and then Urban Meyer was the coach. And then
Who was the starting quarterback if Cam Newton is the backup?
Bible thumping Tim Tebow.
Oh, that's right.
Ex-
That's crazy.
This was the craziest team ever. Okay, one of the craziest teams ever. There's a TikTok that goes along
They
with
get
it.
drafted the same year. That's blowing my mind right now. That's
No.
So
Wait, they might have.
No way.
I think
no
Tebow got
way.
drafted 2010.
How?
Hold on.
Such a bad
Hold on.
NFL player.
What, Tim
Caleb,
Tebow?
Pull it up.
Oh, don't even do Tim Tebow like that. I won't even get into that right now. I'll save it for an actual NFL podcast. But
He mediocre for sure. I was thinking of Cam Chancellor.
I wouldn't say mediocre.
Yes,
Okay, I would not say mediocre. Name another. Okay, how many quarterbacks have not won a playoff game?
Yeah, a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, so Tim Tebow won a playoff
Tim
game.
Tebow wasn't
Okay, that doesn't
horrible,
mean-
but
That's why I was like, I
he
put it. Hey,
The team is a lot to do with, or won a playoff game. A lot of good quarterbacks have won a playoff game.
but there's a lot of quarterbacks who have played in the league who are
have never
good
made it to
starters
the-
who have never even touched the playoffs.
name five.
Yeah, but then again, he didn't. He only
Ryan
played
Fit-
like he only played half that
name
season.
five.
That is true.
Hold
I
up.
know. He
Uh,
it was
Hold
for
up,
the
name
Broncos, right?
He was okay.
Yeah.
I'll concede he was. He wasn't the best NFL player. I concede.
Yeah,
I can
he
see.
was pretty fucking mid,
Yeah, very mid.
low mid.
But
Mid-
for
low
college, he was
But
up
he
there
did
with
win a
like Johnny
playoff game.
Johnny
That's-
Manziel.
yeah, good
Johnny has the claim for being probably the best college player ever.
And the
Maybe like
biggest
Lamar
bust.
Jackson's up there too. And
Best college player
Vince-
ever?
he's up there, dude.
Like ever.
He's the first freshman to ever win the Heisman.
Ooh.
He's the first freshman
But
ever.
Mike Evans helped him out.
Mike Evans helped him out a lot, but dude, think about he's this white boy that's like, what the fuck was he doing out there?
No,
He
no,
was
who,
making
Lord
people
knows
look
what.
stupid.
Yeah, that was part of probably the bigger reason of why he actually won the Heisman is because he was the smallest dude, a small
He's
white
tiny.
dude, a small little white dude named Johnny, making Alabama look crazy.
He
Like basically,
beats Alabama
Didn't Earl
at
Campbell fuck
their.
up the fucking college football? Earl Campbell?
Yeah, he was the monster, and so was Young from Texas.
I was about to say Archie Smith because Archie Griffin, or Archie Smith,
RG3.
And what about
Archie Smith, or Archie Griffin, one of the two. He won the first person to win the Heisman twice.
No, don't know him.
Yeah,
I'm not the biggest football person though. I never have been. I've been
Neither,
basketball my
honestly.
whole life.
Yeah.
really.
Yeah.
I've been like
we
football.
were talking about how you've played against like NFL player, like or
Mm.
played with NFL players, like
Mm.
he's played against like De'Aaron Fox.
Really.
Yeah, I played against Tyrese Maxey in like an AAU tournament,
Mm-hmm.
and they're just like a different.
It's different level.
of
Yeah.
player.
Vince Young too. And
Well,
Bo
okay, so I
Jackson
will
was
say for my little experience of D3 and what I have seen of D1, you're talking like almost an equal level of like basketball skill, but it's the like size and athleticism that's different.
They're 6'4"
you
instead
know,
of
like
5'9".
in D3, yeah, you'll have a 6'4" post.
So y'all would be
a 6'5" post.
because y'all
But
would be
that's not gonna
guards, right?
happen
Yeah, we'd be a guard in the NBA.
Well, I am a guard. You know, I'm a point guard.
Yeah.
But
Which is crazy because, like, to me, I'm like, you're
Taller.
6'4", like,
yeah, so
and I'm like, I'm.
No,
But-
at this height, we're expected to be able to dribble, pass, and shoot. You know, it's like, don't even go into the post because you'll be met with a 7-footer.
yeah, well, like, or at least like 6'6", 6'7".
And see, like at
6'8",
Blinn, there were guys who played
6'10".
basketball who were
So-
legit 7 foot.
Yeah,
And so,
it's
like,
ridiculous.
yeah, standing next to
Yeah.
them in the fucking lunch line, bro, was crazy. Because
Yeah.
you look up and you see what actual 7 foot is, and it's like
Against
I mean,
JUCO's
like,
as close as you can get
my-
to D1,
two of
right?
my
There was a guy that ended up
roommates-
playing A&M from the Blinn team, actually.
Is
Yeah.
would you say JUCO's higher than D2 in basketball?
No, I mean, JUCO's kind of the same as D2, honestly.
They're about equal.
I mean, like,
'Cause
I mean,
you
even-
can get a scholarship at JUCO, right?
I haven't. Yes, you can.
And you can at D2.
I haven't quite seen the spread of athlete between, at least in basketball, because in football I can see of like, oh yeah, you could play D1 or like you'd be more of a D3 player because
and
it's
there's
more,
so many more positions in football, and
Yeah.
you're so specific.
Well, so I feel
Exactly.
like, yeah, like D3, D2, D1, at least for basketball and what I've seen, felt like, you know, pretty equal level of skill basketball-wise if you're just talking like shot making and, you know, ball handling, movement, XYZ, but it's like the size and the athleticism is where you go from D3 to D2 to D1. And
Okay.
then the NBA, obviously, like if you're going to the league, it's a different level of talent altogether. Like,
because like I mean, the word like if we're talking about like the best guy in the G League, he's still on the bench in the league. You're right. So would you say so?
I
yeah,
mean-
because okay,
Hmm.
so
for the-
I'm
for
a
the most
I'm a
part.
huge 76ers fan, and we have a center.
I'll preface this whole entire conversation with I honestly do not know much about basketball.
Yeah. So
So-
we have a player that won the G League MVP,
Mhm.
and he's our backup center to Embiid. Now, sure, he could probably maybe start somewhere, but I don't think he's I don't think he's that good.
Like Daniel House for the Rockets at the very least, really good in the G League, really fucking good.
Plays for the
Like,
76ers now.
does he?
Yeah.
Damn, he had like 19 points in the G League, bro. He Rockets. He'd come in for like some basket threes, like some just corner threes and shit like that. When we were like at the end game with James Harden, so like
I
they're
hate how he
mediocre, but,
dribbles
like,
the ball.
okay. Yeah, he's such
Dude,
an awkward
he's
dribble.
so goofy. Every time I'm like, pass it, please get rid of it, and then somehow he'll make this like ridiculous
Slurry, bro.
acrobatic ass layup. I'm like, how?
He's such
no,
a
I definitely think
crapshoot, really.
Caleb has a point here, though, because there aren't even many second round draft picks that are like.
No, you're
Jokic
either
Legends
goated or
in
you
the NBA.
don't play.
You're
Because
right. It's
think about it,
Jokic,
There's-
and then the next one is like
Ginobili.
Manu
Yeah,
Ginobili.
Manu fucking
And like
Ginobili.
the gap between those two is immense, but like not to discredit Ginobili, but
Mhm.
Yeah, like,
Skill set's two
Two-time
different things.
MVP. And
I don't
then
even
it's
mean that, but yeah,
sixth man
just
of the
like
year.
overall, like think about what they
Like-
do for their team. Like Manu was always, you know, a
A
good
good sixth
scorer and a 6 man later on, and but you know, and Jokic is like the whole offense and a huge part of their defense too. I don't
Well,
know.
and you got to think about the football rosters. Like what? You have 100 players on the sideline.
Like
Mm.
70 or 80.
70
At the
still.
Yeah,
I
It's
think
a-
NFL rosters.
It's
56.
56, yeah, 56-man rosters.
Played enough.
The
2K
most
I
in
played enough
basketball
fucking
you'll
Madden
have,
to know
and the
that.
NBA is 15 to
But
16
yeah,
maybe.
mostly like, and then even if you do have 15,
And then you have your
8 of
G
them
League
play,
that's
9 of
probably
them play.
12 players.
10 of them sometimes.
Yeah, even 10.
man
They'll
rotation.
They'll just have two different 5-man rotations.
Depends.
Playoffs. Is
I was gonna say maybe playoffs.
Well, even in the
8 or
playoffs,
9,
yeah, you'll
but-
play like I think the
Yeah, regular
76ers were playing
season.
7 people normally in the playoffs.
I mean, shit. What the Heat was running a 9-man rotation the whole playoffs.
Yeah, they were
for the most
running
part.
on nobody.
Yeah,
Yeah,
didn't
which
really
they did have
have
a few injuries though, right?
Yeah.
Victor
Like Tyler
Oladipo.
Hero didn't play, I don't think.
Hero,
Victor
yeah.
Oladipo.
I don't know. I didn't
Hero,
like.
yeah.
I knew it was over.
Oh yeah, no.
This
I mean,
finals.
to get to
I
all
mean,
the way
I'm
to the
glad-
finals. Yeah, they got one game in, but like
I'm glad. No, I didn't. I didn't think I watched probably one game.
Mhm.
What was a really fun watch was the Celtics Heat series. The 76ers Heat series was fun. The Warriors versus the Kings was really fucking good. I really liked the what was it? Warriors Lakers.
Mhm.
That was a good one
That
too.
was not.
But
fun
then-
to
I'm gonna go
watch.
pop
That
mine
was
again.
very long.
But then after that, it was like, all right, the Nuggets are winning. All right, the Nuggets are winning.
All right, so
Oh shit!
Al-Qaeda,
Okay, the Nuggets won the
um,
championship. You know, and like I wish the Celtics would have made it to the finals, but then again, they would have played so many games.
Nah,
I think they
fuck
would have been a
that.
better
Nah,
match.
nah.
Celtics are boo-boo,
I
bro.
think the,
But-
the Celtics still would have got smacked.
Even
I'm
with
sorry.
Kristaps
Four-
Porzingis,
No,
they're
Four
gonna
one
be
at
no.
best
trash.
for the Celtics.
You don't
They're
think,
gonna
dude?
be
Even
trash,
Nah.
bro.
I think with
Anyone from the
with
West.
Porzingis, they're gonna be pretty fucking good.
Bro, and then you add Chris Paul to fucking Steph Curry and Klay Thompson. And you
Yeah,
know-
but
I-
he's gonna be hurt during
speaking of
postseason.
Is
that,
James
Trey-
Harden gonna
no,
stay
no, no,
with
no.
y'all?
See, the
Or-
best part
I
is,
think so because
look. If Chris Paul is humble enough to come off the bench for the Warriors, they will be that's crazy.
Just move
Because,
Steph to
like,
the shooting
think
guard
about-
and play as the small forward, bro.
No, agreed. But the thing with that is, like Chris Paul offensively would be replacing what Draymond does.
Jordan Poole, bro. No,
And
they can,
that's-
they can
He's
send
gone.
Draymond.
That's kind of
yeah,
facilitate
no,
the
he's replacing
offense.
Jordan Poole.
I was gonna
Exactly. And what did Jordan Poole do? Come off the bench. So if he's humble enough to
y'all
be
see
the sixth
Kaminga's
man
supposed to be 7'2" now.
and come in with a couple extra bodies and
He just wants the chip, I feel like, at this
exactly. And so if he's humble enough to come off the bench and get 10 and 5, and then you have the Warriors starting 5 do what they do. That's pretty solid.
He's gonna look fucking retarded in that white, and blue, and yellow. He's gonna look
still-
stupid.
Like he's basically like he was with the Hornets, essentially.
No, dude.
Nah,
He's
I
gonna
don't
look
know.
weird with that
point.
color.
I need to ask the audience. something.
I have never been a Chris Paul fan though. I won't
Really?
lie. Yeah, he's never there when he's needed.
As a Rockets fan,
And
I
it
can
feels
attest
bad,
to
and
that.
I can't like. It
I was
hurt.
at
It feels
Game
bad
5
to
when he
blame
got
somebody
hurt.
for
Me too.
injuries.
It was bad.
You
You were there?
Yeah, I was
But
there.
it's-
I was there too.
But
That was my
it-
senior year like gift.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Where's that? Where's that, Alex?
I'm pissed too.
I don't know. Like, yeah, it feels
Ready.
bad to like criticize somebody for injuries because it's not something you can really control. But it's just sad. It's always in the playoffs when you've got a good team around you.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I can attest to that too because I was a Clippers fan at the time, especially when they had the Blake Griffin.
yeah.
No, Blake Griffin, DeAndre Jordan, CP3, JJ Redick, and Caron Butler. Yeah, that was one of my favorite teams to watch. And I wanted them to win so badly every time, but every time they went up against the Warriors, bro, always got smacked. Well, not smacked necessarily. We go like at least 6 or 7 games, but they could just never compete because they never had a. And I always wondered what they needed. They needed someone who can come off and consistently score 20 a game, like on a consistent basis. Because Blake might not get that 30 you need. DeAndre is gonna do what he does in the paint, and Chris Paul is gonna facilitate. But you always need somebody to come up. And JJ Redick is a great scorer. Was a great scorer.
They needed like an
100%.
Andre Iguodala, and not. Like,
He wasn't gonna come off the bench and hit you
Bro,
with
but-
20. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they
You know
needed,
what's
like-
crazy about DeAndre and the Clippers?
What's that?
So Doc, when they first get DeAndre, Doc tells him, he tells him, we are never going to run an offensive play to you.
Mm-hmm.
We're never gonna like set something up so you get a bucket. So I want you to know your place here is to get rebounds and be unstoppable on defense. And he goes, and if you want to score, get an offensive rebound, dunk that shit. And yeah, I was like, when I heard that was crazy. Like, I can't believe a coach would tell that to somebody. Like, bro,
This
we're
was
never,
Doc?
Yeah, we're never running something to you, but
It makes
like,
sense.
I want you here to play defense.
Bro, fuck
And
Doc
Mance
Rivers.
I'm pretty sure he wanted Depoy,
Mhm.
but
I think you did.
well, like one of the years. But yeah, I thought that was crazy. You know, just like.
Oh, we had that our basketball team.
Hey, stop that.
What?
Yawning.
Oh, my bad. Our basketball team, we had a coach like that in high school. I didn't even play basketball in high school
Finish my
because
purse.
I ain't gonna lie, I never understood basketball, like until now.
Really?
Yeah,
That's so awesome.
like at
What
least
you mean, like understand?
at all?
Like
Yeah, what
put
does
ball
that
in
mean?
hole, play, stop other
Stop
person
ball from going.
I
in
never
all.
understood my role. Like I know, like no one ever like gave me a good description of what exactly I was supposed to do. I knew I was good at playing defense because whenever a pass would go, I would automatically get in and just steal it. So that's why I played corner
So
and,
you
and football. You know what I mean?
You understood keeping them from putting ball in hole.
You just
you
never.
didn't
But when it
understood
came to,
how
like,
to put
Sometimes
ball
that
in
can
hole.
be your only role. Is like one thing. If you play defense,
I was
you
good at
play
shooting
defense.
for the most part, like deep threes, and like. But when it came to dribble, I never understood dribbling, ever, until now.
Mm.
Of just how like just to naturally throw the ball where you want it to go. It's kind of just now it's kind of mindless now when I'm dribbling. You know what I mean? It's something I had to kind of like get down. But I realized how.
I mean, I understand that, like, yeah, in the moment, I'm not fucking in and out, hezzy, cross, behind the back. Like,
It just happens.
it's just like the way, you know.
The ball is an extension of you.
Yeah,
kinda.
exactly. Like I'm moving this way, and he's kind of pushing me this way, so I'm gonna cut back this way, and so like the ball just kind of goes behind my back, so I can cut back. You know.
And see in
So
football,
it's never,
like
Think about like moving your hips. You know, it doesn't. It just happens. You know.
and see like with
Or
football,
trying to turn someone. You know, you don't know where they're going, but you just have a feeling. I want to turn you this way. It's the same thing with like, oh, he's turning me this way. How should I put the ball? Oh, here feels normal, or here feels right, or like, you know, sometimes you see that opportunity where you have that like half second where you're like, oh shit, like, oh, this would be perfect, and I do it. Same with probably in football where you're like, oh shit, the ball's gonna probably come, and then that ball comes and you're like, fucking nailed it.
It's like,
you know, that's
depending on like receiver, like especially with basketball, that's where I notice of how much like playing receiver and corner, how much basketball and football, like at least the athletic moves translate in both sports.
Yeah.
100%.
Because like
Lateral quickness.
That's why I've always said
first step. Yeah. all
coming
of
off the
that.
line, coming off the line is
Coming
just
off
like
the
when you're
line
going.
is
Like,
totally first step quickness. Same. You know.
and I realized like when you're coming off the line with somebody, like especially like in a press movement or something like that, especially like with hooping, it's like boom, go this way and just like shake.
yeah,
shake.
basketball's all about creating space with your movement. You know, if you have the ball and can create space, like, and you can shoot, then you're pretty much unguardable. You know, like,
Mhm.
and then there are people that create space without the ball, and you know, I don't know, but easy looks come from, you know, being able to shake a defender, and it's kind of the same concept.
I've seen that.
Especially as a receiver in football, like.
You've seen that video of like Stephon Diggs. It looks like he hits like like between the leg, crossover behind the back.
I mean-
off the line. It literally, well, if you look at his hands, it's exactly what he does. It's like a boom, boom, boom.
Yeah,
And he comes
yeah.
off the line and gets separation. And I was like, it literally is the same. I was like, it's the same thing essentially. You know?
Well, yeah, I feel like a good extension would be, imagine if LeBron James played wide receiver his whole life.
Mhm.
Like, what a monster that would be to deal with. 6'8", 260, fast as fuck. Obviously, he probably wouldn't play 20 years, but, you know.
And like, I guess like basketball is like.
type player.
Yeah, or maybe even tight end. But, like,
yeah, he'd be a tight end.
name a corner or a safety that's big enough to stop a fade route to LeBron James. I'm
Nobody.
sorry, that's a touchdown fucking every single
Cam
Nobody.
time.
Chancellor.
It would take 3 of them and a
Oh yeah,
terrible
no, yeah.
throw.
I will say, if you get hit by Cam Chancellor,
Chancellor.
it wouldn't be a thing of catching the ball for LeBron.
Like-
if you get hit by Cam Chancellor,
Dude,
it'd be
Ribs
hard.
are broken.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Jalen Ramsey could do it too.
Noah-
bro.
No.
maybe. Okay, that's a
Jalen
maybe.
Ramsey is not jumping with LeBron James.
There's only one corner I can think of.
There's no one jumping with LeBron James.
Brandon
And
Browner. Okay,
football has the thing where you can't
Brandon
touch
Browner
them.
was 6'4" corner. That's the only person I could think of.
There's a 6'4" corner. Okay.
Or
he
LeBron's
could-
6'8",
he
9.
Could, he could maybe,
Uh,
you know, be there. You know, but
But-
most of them we're talking 5'8",
Okay.
5'10", 5'11".
Football
Corners?
has-
Yeah, like man, no taller than maybe like at most. Richard Sherman's like 6'3",
Football
which is a
has
tall
this-
ass corner.
And so, like, even if he has the same
Hold up.
vertical, as LeBron, prime LeBron, LeBron still has the
I mean,
extra
like-
inches.
I mean, like, what's the difference
so-
between? Okay. Think about it like this: Megatron's 6'6", LeBron's 6'8". It's
Yeah,
a 2-inch
yeah.
difference.
The-
Gronk's what,
But
6'7"?
Gronk's
That's
a
an
little
inch.
bigger. Yeah.
But you're
I mean, like,
Byron-
so
I feel like okay.
with pads on
So
too.
LeBron is, I feel like, far more athletic than Gronk.
Ye-
Megatron is a good comparison, but Megatron's
just not
Was
as
it- okay.
big. He's not too.
I'm about to say
Yeah,
Gronk's like
he's
what,
not-
280, 290?
I don't know. I have no idea what Gronk weighs.
He's not like
I
he's
have
not
no idea.
moving. He's not moving like LeBron. Have you seen LeBron run the court? Like, sure, it's not without pads,
But
but he's so much faster than Gronk.
but who has more weight on? I mean, Gronk carries more weight than LeBron. Though.
Also, is it not a different vertical field, or they're not like jumping from the same thing? So LeBron's
Yeah, but
vertical is going to
okay.
be
Think about
higher
this.
because it's
Football has this
basketball
great
shoes
thing where
on a
you
court,
can't
right?
touch them.
Wait, you
until
would think it would
they
be higher on a
touch-
Wait,
court?
hold on.
Yeah, it's
Fo-
higher on the court than. Right?
Football has this great thing where you can't touch them until they touch the ball. So you're not putting LeBron on a go route. You're putting LeBron in where you're first and goal. Hey, throw it in the corner for our 6'9", 280 jumping monster that just catches it where no one can touch him until he has
mean,
his hands on the
We've
ball.
seen him catch lobs at full
So we're
speed
double covering
from
him.
back
That's all I hear.
here.
It doesn't matter. You're
So we're
not-
double covered.
Throw it
Okay,
up.
okay, so yeah, my thing is like we've seen the man take lobs at full speed from back here and slam that shit through a hoop. You're telling me he couldn't jump up the same height, fucking snag a football with one hand over some fuckers?
Ball that's half the size.
I mean, like,
Pull that shit
I
down-
mean-
yeah, half the size exactly.
I want
and then just fucking.
Cause I'm trying to think. Like,
LeBron's nutsack could grab that football.
I'm just thinking
So-
like, okay, from a height, athleticism, yes.
I'm just saying.
Okay, yes.
Like even if he's not goated, it would like the ability would transfer
He would-
over. That's
he
my
would
point,
have,
is,
like, a-
Yeah, no, you're not
talk
wrong.
about
You're not
how
wrong at all.
prime of a receiver. You're naming one of the best tight ends ever.
He would have
A
the best red
a
zone.
great wide receiver that
Megatron.
matches his size.
Megatron's top 10.
There's
Yeah,
only
exactly
Yeah, top 10 all
So
time,
we're
yeah.
naming pretty goat. That's my point. Is think
Yeah.
about what you have to name to just compare what we think it would
Has
be.
there-
Imagine
I know-
how great it
what's-
could have been.
Yeah, okay.
Is my
yeah,
point.
You make sense now. Yeah, that
There's
makes more
only
sense.
there's only 4 players in the NFL that has higher verticals than LeBron James in NFL history. But I do.
And they are who?
Like no names. They just had really high verticals for the most part.
Well, were they in the NFL or were they like?
Yeah. Okay. So it's like
Okay.
Byron
tallest-
Johnson.
Well, Byron Jones.
Or Byron. Yeah, Byron Jones.
Okay, Byron Jones
actually.
is a heck of a corner.
Yes.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
will say.
Chris
How tall is
Connolly.
he?
Chris Conley.
Receiver, as a receiver.
Donald Washington.
Don't know who that is.
Chris McKenzie.
Don't know who that is either.
Chris Chambers. Wide receiver.
Let me throw
Cameron Wake.
another comparable wide receiver in the mix real quick.
Real quickly.
Oh, okay.
I gotta finish this. So I wanted to. I thought that wood would be
It's
easier
yeah.
to jump from than like cleats and like turf.
turf,
And I
yeah.
think that's 100% true. But I looked up easiest platform to jump from, and the suicide hotline thing came up. Yeah, I just wanted to know. Wait.
Okay, so the
I
wide
don't know how
receiver
to
I was
Google
gonna
this
throw
now.
would be Randy Moss. He is, I believe,
Okay.
6'6".
Is he
6'5",
so-
6'5",
is he
6'6".
I think he's 6'6".
That's hold on.
But he is nowhere near the weight that LeBron is.
I was-
That's what I'm
Okay,
saying.
but
so I
similar
just-
athleticism, I would imagine.
I
No,
just
the vertical is
googled
quite
the
same.
tallest wide receiver ever. He's 6'8", 225. Now,
What, LeBron, what, 6'8", 250, 260?
Yeah, 240,
now Mr. LeBron James
Depends on the year.
is
Yeah, I was say. Heat LeBron, 260.
Oh, yeah, let's say
Yeah.
what year? 2014.
Let's say 2014. Prime LeBron.
I
Okay,
don't
Prime
know.
LeBron was Heat. It was Heat.
Yeah,
I
the
think Ja-
rings with the Heat are prime LeBron. I would also agree.
I think
I mean,
James
don't get me
Harden
wrong. Like
changed his
Cavs,
weight.
LeBron rings are good too. Like it's
Even 07
but-
LeBron that drugged that team to the finals.
Yeah,
Okay,
mean, like,
LeBron was 250.
In 2014.
In 2014.
Okay, so yeah.
So he had almost
So, yeah,
30
he'd
pounds
be
on that.
6'8", 220 coming into the NFL, 230, 240, as
I don't
he
think he
goes
could
through.
run with Randy Moss though. How much they're running, you know what I'm saying?
But, like, dude,
it's only
he
spurts.
totally
It's a
could.
different-
He totally could.
Conditioning-wise?
You're
Oh,
right.
yeah.
I don't think
Oh,
if
no,
he
I meant, like-
immediately
I meant, like,
switched,
speed,
you're right.
like, so
At,
speed.
at 36 years old, if he
Yeah,
switched,
at
it wouldn't be
30,
the same.
38.
But if he played football his whole life,
No,
How
yes.
old
If
is
he
LeBron?
played
have you
football
heard
his whole
his
life,
football coach
if he played
in
football
high
his whole-
school said he was better at football than he was at basketball.
LeBron's
and that is
38 right
crazy.
now.
He's the second best basketball player ever, pretty much.
And what's crazy is they
indisputably.
said the same thing
So-
about AI playing football. Was
Yeah,
like
that
Allen
too.
Iverson was
That
better at
too.
football
What
than
did he
he
play? What
So-
position?
quarterback.
Really?
Yeah.
Allen Iverson was
I
cold.
mean, I'm
as-
sure he was like,
cold.
you
You
know,
know,
like-
Kyler Murray.
So are there
Exactly.
more?
RG3,
Michael Vick.
Michael
Michael
Vick.
Mick.
Michael Mick.
Are there more elite athletes
Any
in basketball
QB
than
that
Bro,
football?
takes
though?
my
off
favorite
runs.
quarterback is Michael Mick.
No.
What would y'all say? Are there more elite athletes in basketball than football?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
I would say no.
I would say yes.
I would say yes
Shaq,
too.
LeBron.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah, we're talking defensive
Okay.
ends.
Dwight,
But
Dwight
football,
Howard.
Football has more positions.
Yes.
So
The first
and
five
more
up front are
players.
like, who I'm big, I'm fat, and I will push somebody. That's
Yes.
not very athletic.
Well, yeah.
J.J.
So
Watt, though, is
I think
athletic.
like percentage wise
yes.
to like
That's
like
not
the,
the defense,
supreme
though.
most elite
The defensive
athlete.
ends
I don't
are,
know, dude.
but like the tackles, yeah, I'm big.
I
Hold
think-
on. Yeah.
I think I think football would win that one
Mhm.
with just like pure athleticism.
I mean, like because I think like
but more skillful.
I think basketball is
who's playing like through a game because I part of me is
Overall.
like I mean like basketball players hitting the ground every single play. Like you're hitting the ground, you're smacking somebody.
Well, yeah,
every,
and just
No,
like,
this is what
you
I-
play offense and defense. And
yeah, that is true. That is true.
Like it's not different.
Basketball's a
people.
contact sport too.
I've always
It's
said-
nowhere near the contact that like
No,
football
football's a
is.
collision sport, you know, so
Yeah.
it's two different. Yeah,
But you're not getting smacked.
Yeah,
I've
I mean,
always
the wood floor
said
hurts.
that basketball
Turf
players.
don't feel the best either. I will say.
I know,
Yeah.
you got a little pads, but that shit hurts too. I'm sure.
I've always said that
ground
basketball
is the ground.
players can transition to sports better than any other sport can like transition. Like
I will say on a second to that, I will say no.
you would say no,
To
really?
I will put baseball players up there first.
What about track?
Track, no.
Baseball's up
No,
there
no,
for
no, 'cause
sure.
Track,
I've seen baseball players do every sport.
Yeah, no, baseball
Tell me,
players are
Usain
really
Bolt
good at
wouldn't be
every
good
sport.
at soccer or football?
No.
Wow.
Footwork.
no.
Footwork while having speed.
You don't think he has footwork?
He
You don't
has
think
straight
Usain
line.
Bolt
He has straight line. He probably does, but I won't. Track speed and football speed are two different things.
and basketball speed and track speed are two different. Now,
Yeah,
great. Now,
but-
look. The shape you are in would travel to any sport, soccer, basketball, any of it. Like you're in great shape if you're a track star.
I will say
But,
soccer
like,
translates
you
better to
can have
basketball than
terrible-
football.
What do you mean?
I would agree with that
Yeah,
too.
100%.
I honestly,
Yeah.
pacing-
Like soccer players are
Yeah.
better
The
at basketball
passing,
than
the
football
Yes.
players are better at basketball.
Yes.
Yeah, I would think that too.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I feel like football players all say the same thing though. Like, oh, I can play defense, I just can't score, and that's because like that I either like
Body is easier to force
either,
the
like,
body up,
yeah, you're
and
cool with the like you will create the contact. In
it's good. We can
basketball,
we know how to set our feet.
and like you're totally willing to like you will start you will
A charge is
Yeah,
what?
you will
A-
take
yeah,
the
a charge.
contact. You're like,
Yeah,
I'll eat that shit.
Not only will you take it, you will like initiate it. You're total like they don't give a fuck,
Mhm.
and so like. I feel like that mentality is, and that's good for defense, Like
Chris Paul talked
you
about
can
that,
play
too.
some aggressive,
Mm.
What did Chris Paul say?
He said he was all about football before he was basketball, and so he said he wouldn't be the basketball player he is if he hadn't played football. Of
And
like
he's a dirty ass
naturally,
player, too.
of naturally like getting contact,
Yeah.
and like stuff like that and stuff.
Yeah, I feel like the touch that comes from like elite scorers, like it only comes from like playing basketball. Like you have to just shoot a lot. You have to just practice a shit ton.
Mhm.
And so like that raw athleticism is I don't know.
Big
And, like,
plus.
I feel like football would translate, but it would take a lot of practice to become like an elite scorer. I feel like whereas like I feel like basketball, like
Is
you
he,
could
like-
just slot into a role in football depending on
kinda
The argument
what
always becomes like, oh, you're saying football players can't play basketball. It's like, no, there's probably a select few, maybe like I say handful.
No, I think there's even a few people that have like played college football and then they
DeAndre Hopkins played basketball at Clemson and football.
and then
Really?
Mhm.
it goes to the NFL.
Oh shit.
What's his name? There's a couple tight end. There was a tight end that played for the Cowboys, and then I think he went and played for the Giants. And I'm spacing on his name, but he played like college basketball and then went to be a tight end in the NFL. But
Jimmy, I think it was Jimmy
so
Graham.
I'm sure there's a ton both ways.
Mike Evans
honestly.
played basketball too. Yeah, so I mean, but then you're talking like, I was always thinking, you know who would be a crazy safety in the NFL? Russell Westbrook.
Oh, he'd be nuts, or a corner,
Bro,
or
what?
a running back.
I
my
don't know,
God, give him the
safety or
ball.
corner, bro.
Uh,
Oh my God, no!
Give
Imagine
him
Russell
the
Westbrook coming
rock.
downhill, bro, and like just laying somebody. 'Cause he's insane.
Dude, I saw this. I think it was a TikTok or something, but it had a graphic with it that was like, if you took all the top athletes from like NBA and NFL and made a soccer team with them, and it was like, the whole point of the video was that like if soccer was the biggest sport in the U.S.
Imagine
like
LeBron.
how good we would be, like KD,
LeBron a goalie?
KD on the goalie,
Oh.
and then you got like LeBron playing on the defense too, and
Steph
like
Curry.
like Tyreek Hill and some other football players playing the forwards. I don't know too much about soccer, but I did recognize all the names they had, and like. Yeah, if soccer was the biggest sport, we would go crazy in it with with some of the athletes that we have spread out among other sports.
It's insane.
It's insane.
It'd see LeBron versus Messi. That would be just like.
Well, I'm thinking,
Oh my
if
God.
Tyreek Hill stuck
Dude.
with track though,
Oh yeah, I mean,
he was already running Olympic
Yeah,
time
I
in
mean,
high
he's
school.
zooming.
Like,
I'm sure. Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
But he's getting paid so
but
much
where's
damn
the-
money.
Where's the
Oh,
money?
yeah.
Exactly.
There's no money
Football.
in track. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, like, even think about it, like the difference between track speed and football speed. Like, you saw what DK Metcalf hawked down that one DB, right? And then like he goes into a track meet in a 100-meter dash and gets smoked. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and look at how fast Tyreek Hill is, and how he was like, I can't really catch that well. Once he learned how to catch, he was one of the best wide receivers.
He was just a punt returner
Period.
for a while.
This is,
He only caught one touchdown in college.
you know,
he couldn't
he was
dash.
more of a running back in college though.
He played at Oklahoma State.
Yeah, he was more of a running back when he was in college though, because he was only like he's short and stocky.
He's
You know what I'm saying?
tiny, yeah.
But what's crazy is like, who else throws up a peace sign to someone who's running in front of you? Like,
Bye.
like you're not catching me, bro. Like, he's in front of you. Like, yeah, no, like he's like, you're not gonna like, I'm gonna hit this corner and I'm gonna be gone. Like, I think his top speed was like what 23.5 miles an hour in pads. Keep that in mind.
That's insane.
There was one where like the running back was like broke free or something, and then like he ran by, like caught the running back while he was running like with the ball. And he was like, yeah, Cam was like patting him on the back and stuff like that. And he's like, what the fuck? Like, he's started off like 10 yards behind him or something like that. So I don't know. When it comes to like, cause see, like Cam Newton, would you put Cam Newton would be a small forward, wouldn't he?
I don't
6'6", 240.
Yeah.
No, he'd be a great athlete. Playing basketball his whole life. Yeah, no, that would be.
He's
that would
ginormous
have
though.
been
You got to
something
think
see.
about it. He's just
Dude, yeah, like I'm trying to think like.
Andre Iguodala.
That's the best.
Yeah,
that's
or
really the
like
best comparison I could give to
Tobias
LeBron,
Harris,
honestly.
but
If we're talking like
more
overall
athletic.
athleticism,
Cam.
Cam
yeah.
Newton, I would say, like, if we're talking overall like athleticism, that's the best comparison to LeBron. I would say it's Cam Newton.
Michael Vick.
I mean, no, Michael Vick's
Uh,
6'1". See, I'm talking about like overall, like,
Like just
LeBron? Oh, my
ginormous
bad.
height, weight, like, because Cam Newton's 6'6", like 250, 260, something like that.
Nah, I'd pick out like a
Maybe, like,
linebacker or
220,
something. There's got to be like Ray fucking
Ray
Ray Lewis, man. Fucking-
Well, keep in mind, like Ray Lewis was. I'm still thinking speed wise, because Ray Lewis was like,
just a big, ginormous.
and that was just for the time too, because there's no more like middle linebackers like that anymore. Like big, nasty, like 260-pound
Yeah,
middle
I mean,
linebackers.
What did Dallas?
It's true. You gotta cover receivers now.
The Cowboys.
Honestly.
What's Micah Parsons?
Mm-hmm.
He's the same position as Ray Lewis, right?
Michael Parsons is a different animal though. He's just a
yeah,
a
but
beast.
he's not like the same build. Like they don't play
No.
the same.
Well, cause that Michael Parsons could play DN and he can play
Yeah,
outside
linebacker.
linebacker. Yeah, because he has that frame and skill set to do it.
Yeah.
And so he can just run. He can really play. It's scary because Michael Parsons can really play any of those front seven positions if he really wanted
He's
to.
nasty. I like him
That's
a
what
lot.
I'm saying.
That dog in him.
That dog.
That dog.
He got that dog in him.
You complimenting the Dallas Cowboys?
Got the dog.
You compliment the Cowboys?
I mean, I respect it, but
I mean,
like,
it is
I'm a
the
Texans fan,
Cowgirls,
so I
and
mean, like, I can't like. I
I'm
can't
not.
speak
No,
too much.
We
I'm
suck
complimenting
so
him,
bad.
not the Cowboys.
I don't know, bro. We might be doing good this year. Bro, see, they got some
Wait,
pretty.
You talking about the Texans right
Yeah,
now?
we're gonna
Yeah,
be. Texans are gonna be trash.
Every Texans fan says that every year. I've heard it.
Rockets,
all,
though,
all the time.
The Rockets
Oh,
got
we
some
got
hope,
it this
man.
year.
No.
No
That's
No,
the cow. That's the Cowboys.
Don't say the Rockets have it this
Don't
year
co-
either.
don't
No,
confuse
I
us.
said we got some hope, bro. Amen Thompson's really.
He's
fucking-
good,
he-
he's
bro,
good.
gonna be
It's Houston
Jordan
sports, so you
to
can't have
the
too
King.
much hope, obviously.
Yeah, we're gonna lose in the
Oh, whoa,
fucking
whoa.
conference finals.
The Astros.
Okay,
We do have the
Yeah, but the
Astros.
Astros were ass for so long.
So
Now we're
man.
really good.
And
And
they're
but
good.
remember
we're
the times you
kinda
can walk
bad
into
right
Minute
now.
Maid.
It's been nice.
You can walk into Minute Maid
For, like,
in the summertime.
$7.
Not even. Just walk in.
Really?
So
You can go to games, just walk in?
Yeah.
Damn.
You remember those times?
No.
I mean, I've
I
only
remember.
been
I
to a few
remember playing
baseball
like
games. Dude,
$7 for some
baseball's-
tickets.
Still, like
Baseball's the
I mean,
cure for insomnia, at least as a spectator.
Yeah,
Yeah,
put my
yeah.
grandpa
I'm
to
sure
sleep
it's fun
forever.
to play,
That's golf.
but nah, I'd rather watch the Masters, honestly, than like.
No, I'd rather watch the
at,
World
like, a
Series than the
MLB game.
Masters.
Really?
Well, I would maybe not.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
I don't know, dude. Yeah, I think I'd rather watch the Masters than the
World Series? Yeah, you're crazy.
Nah,
I no.
I don't give a fuck about golf either, but yeah.
But-
Sir. The clapping. I could not do it. No,
yeah,
I
no.
couldn't, bro.
It's like be loud,
I-
fucking
if,
cheer,
you know,
please.
I'd rather be live at a baseball game than golf or.
Baseball games is exciting, especially. I mean, you have to wait till like it's a ninth inning or something like that, and hope it's a close game or some shit like that. But
I don't know. Nah, the only baseball game I would want to be at is that fucking Florida LSU one from like a day or two ago, where it's like 24-4. Like, I want to see that. Oh, bro, pull that up. I swear. That was crazy. I walked out of the kitchen at work.
I would not want to see that. That's
saw
a horrible
one of the
game.
TVs above the bar was fucking. What, bro, what?
No,
up,
are you talking about
24-4?
Yeah, dude, that's the
That's
highest
awful.
scoring baseball game
Yeah,
ever.
man,
That's
I wanna-
awesome.
yeah, that's what I want to
I want to see people scoring. That's what makes baseball so boring to me. It's
Yeah.
like, holy shit, it's 1-0.
Soccer,
Oh,
same
they
with
won.
Hockey. I was about to say hockey.
I gotta
It's a tight
watch
game,
two and a half.
No, even
3
hockey has
hours.
more.
Mm.
But
Really?
hockey gets
Soccer's just as
womp.
bad
Yeah,
too,
you
though.
want-
Soccer.
I mean, yeah, but say
Watch
yeah, hockey.
hockey
You got
for the
fights.
fights.
You got
You
like.
just hope for a fight. Nobody gives a fuck about the score.
It's too cold for me.
I
to
was
watch
like, people
hockey.
start
Oh,
throwing
yeah.
hands.
Why you think ain't no black hockey player? Are there
Just
black
not
hockey?
No,
Super
there's some
Canadians.
there's
Yeah,
some black hockey
there's gotta
players.
be, but I feel like that's because it's a Canadian sport more than anything else.
I don't know, man.
Like, I mean, you know, how many? Well, but like, really though, you know.
I mean, like-
how many black Canadians can there be? Not that many, I feel like, and that's where, like, bro, you
I
talk
mean-
to someone who's like,
I mean, you got-
oh, I
like,
love
look.
hockey in Houston. It's like 1 out of 20,000 because there's so much like summer sports to
Wait,
pick
that's
from.
crazy. I was friends with 2 of them.
Yeah, I have a.
And I don't know 40,000 people.
Are you sure about that?
Definitely.
Okay.
I don't
fair.
know. I
I don't know any hockey
Yeah, but have you
players,
seen
so-
Okay, hold on.
Surely, but how am I supposed to know if they
Black
played
hockey
hockey just by
players?
seeing them?
Well, you just happen to
You know the 2
like
out of
befriend
40,000
the
you've
2
seen.
40,000.
found
Yeah.
a whole
40,000.
For black hockey players, I
You're
found a
just
whole
really fucking
6
lucky, dude.
Yeah.
Found 6 black
Who are they?
NHL players.
current black NHL players.
I think that's more than Asian NBA players.
Anthony Duclair. That okay. Listen to the names. Hold on.
Chamberlain.
Darnell Nurse,
Yeah, one more.
Evander Kane, Jordan Greenway, Justin Bailey, Caleb Jones, Jamel Smith. Huh. Current black NHL players. Okay, I stand corrected. Excuse me.
Oh, that's just current.
Yes.
No, cool.
There's a good amount of black NHL players apparently.
That's what I'm saying, bro. There's no way.
Diversity.
There is
Love it.
no way.
You know what I'm
there's-
saying?
Alright,
there's
how
gotta
many
be a
black
lot
NBA
more
players
Representation.
have there
hockey
been?
than there is Asian people in NBA, and that's just because I've watched the NBA for most of my life. And
Yeah,
you've
yeah,
seen-
yeah.
Then I've
I
seen
think
Yao
it's
Ming,
like 4
and Jeremy
or
Lin.
3.
But Yao Ming's a beast and a legend. and
There's
I love
a
that
guy
man.
for the Lakers, and I'm spacing on his name at
Yeah.
the moment. But like way back when, probably the 80s or
Black NHL players and the continued push to change hockey culture. Oh, look at that. Yeah, there's a whole article. Let me start off by saying, hold on, let me pull
They
this up
want,
for
they
people.
want more. They're gonna take over.
But
Our
I like what
sport
Morgan
again?
Freeman.
We that good, bro.
Bro, I like what Morgan Freeman
not our
said
fault.
about acting, though. You know
No,
what I'm
y'all
saying?
take over everything.
He's like, I'm not a black actor. I'm
It
just
is what
like
it
an
is.
actor.
What did Chris Rock say? He said once they make a heated hockey rink, we'll take over that shit too.
a heated hockey.
A
rink?
heated hockey rink, my boy.
Wait, but then the ice would melt.
We ain't worried about all that, all right? Just,
Wait.
we got. Hey, it's 2023. We got the science for it.
Spinning
No, they do.
hockey.
What do you?
The ice melts.
They have heated.
Isn't
hockey
that
rinks.
water polo? Isn't that water polo?
Actually, though, wait a second.
Isn't that water polo? I was about to say. So yeah, wait a minute. So hold on. So let me start off by saying this article isn't meant to put black NHL players in a box, but to bring awareness to the racism that still lives within hockey culture and the
box.
work. Ain't no racism, bro. Niggas ain't trying to play no. It's cold. It's too cold for that shit. It ain't racist, bro. That's natural select. That's Darwinism, dog. At that point, like a little bit. Like, let's be real. Like,
it's too cold.
I mean, like the only indoor sport that you see black people regularly playing is basketball.
Yeah.
Even then, at 6 a.m, sometimes it's a little too cold.
Too cold, bro. Even then, we play outside. I mean, think about it. I don't know.
I love outside.
Are there any black losers? Like luge, you know, in the Olympics?
Oh,
Yeah.
I
I think it's the one with like the sled, the 3-man sled.
Oh no.
Yeah, the 3-man bobsled.
Bobsled,
Yeah.
What
Oh,
is the,
this was
the
20
one where they had the broom? No.
Yeah, I was
You're
gonna
talking
ask that.
about,
Are there any like
Curlers.
curlers?
The NHL. Oh,
Curling.
Weird name.
Wow.
Why is that called curling?
Yeah, I don't know.
the
Who
NHL was the
cares?
last out of the MLB and NFL and NBA to allow black players. Yeah.
Really? What
Mhm.
year?
Wait,
1958.
Which league? The
NHL. It was the last out of the MLB, NFL, and NBA.
And Canadians
Wait,
pretend they're
that's
so
crazy.
woke.
They beat the United States of America.
Basically, yeah. So even with
Damn.
Our Canadians think they're so woke, man. That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying is there's one there. I know one black golf player,
Tiger.
and it's the best golf player.
wait, hold on. There's
I know
The-
one black soccer player. It's Mipe.
there's hella black soccer
I
players.
only know Messi.
Messi is very Argentinian.
Yeah, I mean that's like literally. Yeah, no, I think that's
He's
it.
very Argentinian.
It's the only soccer player I know.
Luka Doncic.
Gordon Hayward plays games.
But Cristiano Ronaldo?
Ronaldo. yeah,
Ronaldo,
for sure.
yeah, he's like the face of soccer, basically.
I would say Messi, right? Didn't he just win the
Yeah,
World Cup?
Messi. is
I mean, yeah, I
so
mean, like
good.
I just
Yeah,
knew
so
Ronaldo.
it's-
Everybody knew
Oh
Ronaldo.
yeah,
so, like,
Ronaldo. Yeah.
I think Messi's considered the GOAT now.
Messi is the goat. Like,
He's the GOAT?
yeah, I would say.
I can name like 3 players. Messi's one of them.
I have
Messi,
appreciation for soccer
Ronaldo,
now.
Mepe.
It's
That's all I
fun
know.
to play. I
Oh,
used to play soccer. I
Mipe,
like, I
Mepe.
like it. It's fun.
Let's see. There's the Hockey Diversity
It's
Alliance.
a French player.
This is the goal of fighting racism in hockey through the grassroots programs, anti-racism education, and youth scholarships.
I like what Morgan Freeman said about acting. And he's like, man, I'm not a black actor. I'm just an actor. And he's
Facts.
like one of the best fucking actors of all time. Like,
Honestly, I mean, like, think about it. A lot of the best. I mean, like, it's not even a white or black thing,
yeah, it's
bro.
not in a box. That I feel like kind of puts you in a box when you're like, I'm a black actor.
I
I'm
hate
not a
that.
white actor. You know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
don't-
I'm just an
yeah,
actor.
who
I'm not
cares?
a white server. I'm not a fucking white salesman. You know,
Yeah.
you're not a black salesman. You know.
Just a salesman.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That kind of feels like divisive when you're like, oh, I get like the first.
I've
black,
never been like,
you know,
oh, I work with the black person.
football
today.
player,
It's like,
yeah.
no, I work with my other coworker. That no.
Yeah, and Caleb's not like, bro, I'm the first black wild side. You know, like my bad. I don't know, man. But you know, you're like, I don't know. It's just like feels kind of weird, and divisive. You know, it's like if you're having like a solo black award or something, you're like, nah, bro, they're like really good based off of the merit. Samuel L. Jackson, bro, should have won something for Pulp Fiction. I don't know. Fucking fire. I don't know if he did or not.
Said he
no.
should have.
I
I
don't
don't know.
Go to movie though.
I got 1% on my phone.
Hmm.
Fucking 1%. I'm just kind of fried at this moment.
Oh no. I was thinking of Denzel Washington. I was thinking of I was having this conversation with somebody else too about he needs to get out of so many of those type of movies, I guess, that only kind of
Yeah.
like puts him in that box of being a black actor.
Same thing with Idris Elba.
Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah. Because he's such a good actor too.
Mhm.
Watch him even as a kid in The Wire.
Yeah, but I guess
he
once
was
your first
killing.
movie is Black Panther, you're pretty stuck to.
But dude, he
That was
as a
wait.
kid
It's
he
not
was
his
in
first,
one of the most critically acclaimed
Yeah,
TV shows of
Michael,
all
you talking about
time.
Michael B. Jordan?
yeah.
Michael B. Jordan's been in a few movies.
Yeah.
Creed's his big one.
Bro, he was in the
Was
best one of the
Creed
best TV
before
shows of
Black
all time as a
Panther?
kid.
No.
Yes.
Oh well.
The first Creed was.
I wouldn't
yes.
even call.
Really?
I mean, like
Yeah.
Black Panther wasn't his
I
movie
thought,
though.
like,
That was Chadwick's
well, it
movie.
his first
Yeah,
big
exactly.
Now Chadwick had a few
No,
movies before then.
You know, he played a big role in the movie. Don't get me wrong, but like his movie, I think, yeah, Creed. Whether it came out like a year before or a year after, I don't. Yeah, I feel like Creed.
See, Chadwick Boseman came out. I forget what his first movie was with Chadwick Boseman.
B. Jordan's in a lot of stuff.
Yeah, 100%.
In 2000, well, like especially after The Wire, he's in one of the best TV shows of all time, like just hands down. He has a really good plot in it, and he shines as a kid. And from then, he's like been a good actor. He hasn't gotten like many
Oh, yeah, no, Chadwick Boseman.
good roles. I feel like.
I would say the
That's
one thing
sad.
about Chadwick Boseman is that a lot of the movies that he first played in, he kind of had the well, at least the movies that he got big from. Have you ever seen The Express?
Mm-mm.
The Ernie Davis movie? It's like 2008. Ernie Davis was like the first black man to win a Heisman, and so Chadwick Boseman was in that one. The Marshall, where he played Thurgood Marshall. Get On Up, where he played James Brown, and 42. Remember 42?
Mm-hmm.
42 was a good ass movie too as well. I don't know
Was
if
that
it's
about
Jackie Robinson.
Yep.
hmm
Oh
Yeah, that was Chadwick Boseman. I don't know, man. Cause then you have like Wesley Snipes, and Wesley Snipes dominated movies for a long time. You know what I mean?
Facts.
Morgan Freeman, Samuel.
Morgan
Jackson,
Freeman,
for
Samuel
sure.
L. I mean, those are the big
Denzel's
names right there.
Still making movies.
I'm trying to think. Who else? What do y'all think of Dwayne Johnson as an actor?
I mean,
That's
he's-
kind of how I
he serves
kinda-
his purpose. He's like Bruce Willis, you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
I found out about him.
Oh, whoa.
Well,
Is that a straight comparison?
I don't think you think he's done.
I think Bruce Willis has better acting chops sometimes, but like Dwayne Johnson's pretty fucking good, and I think they both.
Would you say okay? Would you say okay?
Yeah, I
I
think they
feel
both
like-
fill that same. But I don't think they're like
I feel like
the best and most artsy actors, but they fill a really good, action role. They can do some good comedy, and they're like a star. They're like meant to kind of be a star, but they don't like. They're not like Michael Keaton, where Michael Keaton can be in like artsy films and like has a chops, but he's also like Batman, I guess.
okay. After explanation, I agree with you more. So, there's that.
Okay. I was about to say, what would you say the best Dwayne Johnson movie is?
Oh God.
Tooth Fairy.
It's good. It's actually a good one.
The best Dwayne the right. Honestly, like, dude,
He
I
was
would
in
say
Jumanji,
Moana,
right?
Bro.
Moana?
Yeah, but
He
that's
voice
not-
acted
Was he in
shit.
Jumanji?
Yes.
And yeah, he's
Bro,
in
the game
Moana.
plan, dog. What y'all talking about?
The game plan's good.
Also
Yeah,
great.
that's a really good one.
I don't know. Yeah, I agree. I think Dwayne just fills this like cheese ball role in most of his stuff, and the fact that he has the same contract as Vin Diesel, where like they can't lose a fight in their movie, so nothing is like.
Wait,
Wait,
really?
seriously?
Yeah, they can only get hit like so many times, and because like, yeah, if they are losing fights, it kind of like hurts their kind of image of like being that top dog or like.
That is true.
So, yeah. So Vin Diesel was the first to have that in his contracts,
And
and
see-
then I think it was Fast 6 is the first one with The
Five.
Rock.
5.
5's the first one with The Rock.
Yeah, that's when they had
Okay,
the fight
so it's
scene.
Fast 5. Yeah. So it's Fast 5, and that's when The Rock starts doing that with his contract too.
Oh,
But-
because Vin Diesel. That's what he's like. Oh, me too.
So
Fuck.
yeah,
I can't lose a fight. And I think, because now I think about it, the first fight scene they had with each other, they both had like moments where they got like.
good hits in, but it never really is like here's the winner. It's mostly kind of.
Well, there was the part where-
they end on a draw.
Uh-huh.
He picked him up. The Rock's character picked Vin Diesel up and like put him through like a brick, like a wall or something like that. And then
So-
they're on the ground like fighting and stuff. And then Vin Diesel's character, he grabbed like a monkey wrench or some shit like that, or a socket wrench, and just like was about to smack him, but they just like smacked the side of it. Wasn't gonna kill him. And I was like, oh, he's just gonna let him So now that makes more sense now of why they
Instead of
didn't.
hit him on the head.
Yeah, like just killing them. Yeah, just he could have ended it right there. But also he'd be killing the Fed in the movie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Cheesy
So,
plot
like,
armor
he-
always kind of
Plot
But
armor always
yeah,
wins.
exactly. Contract plot armor.
Not always. The
Not even
Departed,
movie
bro,
plot
the-
armor
the-
also,
Also, like,
has
yeah.
it in
Shit.
written stone.
The fact that he's a Fed, like you can't like if he kills a Fed while he's in Brazil, a Fed that's sent
Yeah,
there to
like,
get him.
Yeah.
Like like so it's so layered. Now I think about
Damn,
it.
You know the
Who
facts.
do y'all think the
man.
best actor is, like of all time? Who's your
That's
favorite actor?
very subjective. I can't do that. one.
Nah, I mean, yeah. Who's your favorite actor?
Oh, favorite.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Mine's Denzel.
Denzel?
Washington. Yeah, for sure.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Book of Eli touched me in a certain way.
Keanu Reeves.
Ooh, yeah, that's a good one.
Keanu Reeves.
Really? I
'Cause
love
I
so
have
many
all,
of his
I have
movies.
all three John Wicks right here.
I mean, no, they're
I need the
amazing.
fourth one.
All
yeah.
4 of them are so good. And if you want a good podcast to listen to,
I'll take that back. I'll take that all the way back. Johnny Depp.
also a really
Yeah,
good
it's a
pick.
good one.
I think that's a better pick than
I like Leo too.
Yeah, Leo's really gas. I mean,
Mm,
Wolf of Wall
great
Street.
pick.
Catch Me If You Can.
I also like Wahlberg.
Wahlberg's. Yes.
The Departed for both. Yeah.
I liked this. My favorite movie from Mark Wahlberg. Maybe it's because it was a movie when I was younger. But y'all ever seen Four Brothers?
No.
No.
Him, Tyrese, Andre 3000, and
Andre 3000.
yeah, and Garrett Hedlund. If y'all remember,
Yeah.
he was the one who played. You remember the Aragon movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was. That was him.
Have you seen The Departed?
No.
No, dude, he's so good in that.
Mm.
Yeah, it's
What was?
what is it? Dude.
Wahlberg is also really good in
Matt
Shooter.
Damon, Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah.
We got
Shooter's
this
good.
this topic the other day. What's the
Really?
best movie of all time?
Oh.
Objectively.
Objectively,
I don't-
Jurassic Park.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I don't like how.
Cinematography,
I don't-
animatronics, advanced in its time. Script
Remember
was really
the
good.
Titans.
Memorable lines.
Whenever I look up like a top, because I'm always a sucker for like a top 100 list,
Yeah.
and so I always look up like top 100 movies of all time, something like that, and always at the top is either like Shawshank Redemption.
Shawshank Redemption.
Never
is
seen it.
phenomenal.
I never seen it
Wow.
either.
Yeah.
So good.
Oh,
dude.
it is. It's
Um,
so
enjoyable.
good.
You need to
Andy
watch it.
Dufresne, man.
The Godfather
Morgan
movie's
I
always
won't-
up there
I don't
too.
enjoy a lot of
Good.
old
I like
movies,
Goodfellas better
but
than I
that's a
like
good-
Godfather.
I like
and I'm not
the,
watching
um,
it 10 times, but it's a good one for a first watch.
Yeah.
It's really enjoyable.
Let's see. Hold on. Hold on.
Yeah, pull it up real quick. Pull it
I
up
want to
real
say Jaws, but I don't think Jaws is as popular.
Nah,
as much
Jaws
as
is
Jurassic Park.
good,
Jurassic
but it's
Park is
not like
the
yeah. Jurassic Park is kind of awesome.
That's a
good
good one.
message
Yeah.
too. Like,
But remember the Titans.
and
is
for
my
its
favorite.
time, I mean, it's kind of hard not to put like Star Wars too for
Star Wars.
being
is
I feel
good.
like
so
See,
that's
good.
even less.
Holds up till today. Like you can watch episode 4.
Are we going
today
most
and still
recent?
enjoy
But
it.
it's not as popular in like a just broader audience.
going whenever.
It's
Most recent
you're a little bit nerdy
like
for
article or
watching
like
Star Wars. Like, I feel like a
IMDb.
regular person can watch
I
Jurassic
mean,
Let's
Park.
go.
today, yes, you have to be a little nerdy to watch Star Wars, but like in 1979 when the movie came out,
I think you had to be a little nerdy.
I
still,
really
like-
don't
No,
think so.
it was like the.
Oh, no,
like,
no,
it
no,
was
it
like the Avengers.
revolutionary.
You know
Not
what
at
I
all.
mean?
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
like
'Cause my-
everyone watched it.
Yeah.
My dad.
Like even girls watch the Avengers.
No, 100%.
like my dad. Like
Pretty sure it's like less a percentage though.
see, nah, because back then you gotta keep in mind like Star Wars. I use my dad for an example because my dad was one of the people you would never expect was like a Star Wars fan. But like he told me like, bro, like as soon as you get in the screen and you see like all the work they did with like you never seen anything like it. You know what I'm saying?
It was
And so it
mind-blowing
was
for them.
exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like that's why their whole entire generation either gravitated
yeah.
either like
Imagine
Star
if
Trek or
you're-
like Star Wars something. You know what I
Imagine
mean?
Well,
if
it's
you
like-
were
imagine-
10 or 12 when that movie came out, like how fucking
It shaped your whole
Well,
future.
a lot of
like
dudes
how
went to
revolutionary
Titanic.
that movie is.
You know what I'm saying? Went to
So-
watch the Titanic, but I don't think that all of them wanted to go watch the.
According to
the Titanic.
IMDb, The Shawshank Redemption is the best movie of all time.
It's really.
IMDb rating is 9.2. The Godfather is number 2.
Godfather's a good movie, but I don't think it's.
The Dark Knight,
like
they have The Dark Knight
Goodfellas
at number
better.
3.
Oh, I knew it
Really?
would be up there, and
Yeah.
that's my number one.
Really?
Not even, yeah. Well, I'm a huge Batman fan.
But
Always
for
have
what
been.
are your reasons for putting it up there though? What's up? Oh, my fault.
So, the Joker is a big reason why I like Batman,
Mm-hmm.
and Heath Ledger's by far and away the best movie Joker in existence.
That's
There are other good Jokers, but like in a movie, it's just so not even close.
There's a couple performances that transcend just like superhero acting, and Heath Ledger's Joker transcends like that is a villain of like
people
epic
study
proportions.
that
it's
shit.
Just
it's
he
crazy,
is-
and
he
all the
is-
stories.
It's layered. It's so layered. It's I mean, the way he end up like
Yeah,
going crazy
yeah,
from
yeah.
it. Yeah.
Remember that scene where he blows up the hospital,
Mhm.
and then he's like pressing that button? That's because like there was actual malfunction with like the explosives that were supposed to happen, and it's like such a
Perfect.
perfect. He doesn't break character. He's just like doing it. He's like,
Well,
he's very
yeah.
Joker-esque.
No,
in
there's
how
so
pissed
many
he is, and it's
stories
crazy.
of like he did not break character for months. I mean, like the
He was
whole
a Joker
time
the
they're
whole
filming.
time.
Yeah. Like locked himself in a motel room for 3 months beforehand, and then like it's some wild stuff that he put just in like dedication wise, and so and it definitely paid off. It's like an amazing performance. Also, Christian Bale's my favorite Batman, and like it's a good movie.
He was a very good Batman.
Objectively, it's a good movie. I love Batman, so like huge bias, and like
see.
yeah, no, that's my. I love the whole trilogy. That's the best movie in the trilogy. Like it's my favorite.
Number
movie
4, we have The Godfather Part 2.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Both
Yeah.
of them are great.
5, we have
Um,
12 Angry Men.
A fantastic movie. I can't put it that high. It's like one of those that's like worth watching, but I could watch. I'm not watching 12 Angry Men again, but I've seen The Dark Knight 15 times,
Let's
you know?
see.
Like
6, we have Schindler's
That
List.
is a great
another
one.
fantastic movie.
That
and
was a pretty
deserves-
good
I
movie.
forgot.
I would
Steven
put
Spielberg.
that at like
That was
2
Steven
or
Spielberg,
3.
too?
Yeah,
I've never
forgot
seen that
Steven
one either.
Spielberg directed that.
I can kind of tell, like, just looking at
Well,
how
he's
the
Jewish.
That's a good
looking at how the
watch.
movie
Yeah.
was actually produced, is you can tell it's a Steven Spielberg movie. That from this Steven Spielberg movies always have that level of just like
Yeah,
epicness
I need
to
to
it.
watch it.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know what it is.
Dude, it made me cry a couple times. Like,
Yeah,
that
it's
thing's
not a fun watch.
heavy,
It's
no.
Really? It's a heavy movie?
No,
Oh,
it's,
oh, yeah, it's 3 hours of
horrific. Or
rip you
horrific's
apart. 3
not even
hours?
the
Damn.
harrowing. Maybe is the word for it, but it's not.
Well,
It's
there's-
not like
yeah,
a
no,
fun
it's-
watch.
it's
Well, there's a-
yeah.
You know, but it's you need to see it. It's so good. It's so well made,
Yeah,
and
got it.
yeah,
It's
no.
killer.
At number 7, we have
100%.
Lord of the Rings, Return of the King.
You're welcome.
Yeah, that's a great one.
Yeah, they're great. That's number 3.
8, we have Pulp Fiction, which I will put up there as
Yeah,
number
that
1.
could be top 5.
I think it's not the
100%.
best Tarantino movie, though.
It's not. I just put it at
What's
number
your
1
favorite
because
Tarantino?
it's.
Inglorious Bastards is my favorite Tarantino
It's a good
movie.
one.
I
It's a
love.
really good
I
one.
just love the absurdity of that rewrite of history. It's so indulgent, but it kind of does it right and like has killer acting, and just like it's fun too, which like you wouldn't expect. And it has some very very good villainry. Like Christoph Waltz kills it on screen, like almost Heath Ledger Joker. Like in that beginning monologue is
Yeah.
just it's legendary. And like Pulp Fiction's really good, but like the structure wasn't done before, which is why a lot of film it's like taught in film classes because that structure of like cutting back and forth between the past and the future wasn't done that well before ever. And so like it's definitely up there for that, but like story wise, like it's really good, but I never got like so much of the hype over like some of the other Tarantino movies. I don't know.
I would say Pulp Fiction is up there for me personally because it just it embodies everything in one. You know what I mean? It embodies both the craziness and unpredictability of just pure life mixed with a storyline that you just can't write, which is just life in general. Like some things you just happen in life that you just can't write, which is everything Pulp Fiction is. You know what I'm saying? And it starts off from the beginning of something that you ends up tying to the end. And so it just takes you through this whole story of just wackiness, but then you see at the end why it all ties in.
Okay, so
That's
curveball.
good. I like that.
I think objectively both of those might be better, but I think subjectively I enjoy Kill Bill the most.
Oh, we're getting there. We're
So
getting there. Let me get
fun.
through this list real
They're
quick.
so good.
So number 9, we have Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the
Okay.
Ring.
Yeah.
Great.
Whole
10,
trilogy's great.
we have the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Never seen
Ooh, a good old Clint Eastwood.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
That's an old one.
That's a great one.
11, which is I like this movie. Forrest Gump.
Oh, classic.
That
Must
is-
watch.
12. This is where it gets interesting.
it. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Spider-Man Across the Universe, 2023.
Across the Spider-Verse.
Across
So
the
Spider-Verse,
Spider-Verse?
Spider-Verse.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what
Just
they're
the
putting
recent
in.
one.
2023.
Oh, so good.
At number 12
That's crazy.
of all time list.
How?
That's crazy.
What are these metrics? Hold on.
The
How
rate-
is that
the-
already at 12?
The IMDb ratings
Oh, okay.
is rated at an 8.8
I mean,
stars.
That's
it's
nuts.
great.
Out of 10.
The movie is
It's good.
amazing,
It's
and
really,
it's
really
top tier animation. I mean, I think like
I'll say the next movie, and you can think how it lines up in this list. It was after Forrest Gump, and it's
okay.
before at number 13 Fight
Taking mine
Club.
off.
I
Too.
love
Damn.
Fight Club. I love
Well,
Fight Club.
I don't know
man.
that I could put Across the Spider Verse right there, bro.
You know,
That's
I mean,
crazy.
It was really, really good, but I can't put it.
Well, it's the
there.
first
the same
movie
way.
where like I've ever thought, okay, this animated movie is a top tier movie.
What, you
Not
know-
this
you
is
know
like a really
Finding
good
Nemo, bro?
animated movie. No, I wouldn't put no.
Finding
no way.
Nemo is kind of really good, bro. I don't
Yeah,
know.
and same with The Lion King too.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think
But I'm not
both of
putting it at
those
that
are
we got a list to
scale.
go through. So hey, we're getting there. We're at 13 right now.
Yeah.
14, we're at Lord of the Rings: The Two Towers.
Okay,
Yeah,
number
that was
A lot
one of my
Lord the
favorites of them.
Rings.
15, we have Inception.
Yeah, pretty good one.
Ew.
I'm kind of surprised that's 15.
This is IMDb's ratings.
Yeah.
So it's just what they rated.
Yes.
It's good.
But
So then we have number 16, Star Wars.
Yeah.
Up, episode 5.
5.
Empire Strikes Back.
yeah, that's a good one.
17, we have the very first Matrix.
Also, goaded.
Very good
The
movie.
universe.
A lot of legacy movies. in
That's
this,
the best
like,
one in
nah.
the series.
18, we have Goodfellas.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
I think that's better than The Godfather, just for me.
19 is One Flew Over the Cuckoo's
The
Nest.
Cuckoo's Nest.
Cuckoo's
yeah, that's
Nest?
really good.
I haven't seen that.
It's
Oh.
a,
That is.
about like someone in a mental facility, kind of like, and a very like oppressive nurse. I don't know. It's just kind of like a
Mm.
inspiring tale about.
And we've been
mental
going for
illness.
3 hours.
So number 20, we have the movie Seven.
Oh my God, that one's killer. Have you not seen Seven?
Which was this now?
It's geez, it's Morgan Freeman, right? And
What is it?
Let's see.
Or
Let's see.
am I just no?
Yeah, no, you're
It's
right.
Kevin Spacey,
Morgan Freeman.
and then who's the main character? Why I hate myself.
Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt kills it. It's about a detective who is chasing a guy who's killing people based off the 7 deadly sins, and it's very representative of the culture. And Kevin Spacey gives a killer monologue. It makes it even creepier what he gets up to like in real life, which scares when you watch it like after that, I kind of want to watch
You're
it
like,
now.
oh shit.
Yeah.
That's what he does.
No, I mean, like, it's terrible, and he gives such a cutting monologue about life, and it's like the "What's in the box?" If you've ever heard that reference, no?
Mm-mm.
What's in the box? No?
Mm-mm.
Okay, well, you should watch the movie. It's phenomenal. I'm gonna spoil it then.
Let's see. And then at number 21, we have It's a Wonderful Life.
Oh my God, great movie.
22, Seven Samurai.
Oh yeah, classic.
Number 23, we have Silence of the Lambs.
I'm kind of surprised
Really
that's
good.
23, but
Yeah, no,
good
honestly,
movie.
24, Saving Private Ryan.
Great
That's a great movie.
I have not
Fantastic.
seen that one.
Really? What?
Add that
That's
to
a
your
good movie.
list, homie.
I will.
25, we have City of God.
Never seen it.
2002. Let's see.
Huh.
I haven't seen that one either.
I don't know what that is.